Welcome to Chill Team, episode 14. My name is Joe, and today we are once again back to the campaign with the Raven Guard kill team, Flavourtown, finally meeting with the Genestealer cult kill team, Yoh-rick and the Many Arms. Don't forget also, if you're listening to this on YouTube, it's also available on whatever podcasting app you prefer. Just search for Chill Team and it should come up there. While you're there, if you're on the Apple podcasting app by any chance, and you could leave a 5-star rating and review, it would really help us out more than you could possibly understand. You can also follow us at Chill Team Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and you can join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/chillteampod. Now, before we get fully started, let's address the elephant in the room. We've been gone for a few weeks, and if you take into account our 2 rules Q&A episodes, we haven't delivered a battle report in over a month, which is unacceptable, but pure unacceptable behaviour from us. In short, some of you will already know this, but the MacBook that we used to record had a hard drive failure, and we lost the final 2 episodes of the campaign that we had recorded. Luckily, after around 2 weeks of waiting around, we got them back. We got the episodes. So this is a new intro to that I'm recording to slap on the beginning of the first of the 2 previously recorded episodes that it looked like we were going to lose at one point. So I know we took a little break, but it wasn't intended, and the normal schedule resumes right now. Weekly Tuesdays, you know where to find us, back at it with a regular uploads. And if you're wondering why there's 2 matches of the campaign left, when technically the one you're about to listen to would cap the campaign off quite nicely, as it means everyone had played each other once. We didn't actually set a full proper winning condition of the campaign when we started it. We were just so excited to get involved with it, and it was our first campaign, so we didn't actually settle on a winning condition. So we just decided to do it based on the results, and as it turns out, whoever wins this match that you're about to listen to will have 1 loss and 2 wins, which is the exact record as me with my Death Guard kill team. So what we decided was whoever wins this match that you're about to hear would then face my Death Guard next week for first place and ultimate champion of the campaign. And with that, let's get into the battle. Previously, Yoh-rick and the Many Arms had managed to escape the grasp of pretty much everyone, but having glided past the Orcs, Flavourtown think they may be the ones to stop the Genestealers in their tracks. The 2 teams face off in a search and rescue mission, with the Raven Guard being the rescuer and the Genestealers being the defender. The way search and rescue works, which is actually an open play mission, there are 5 objective markers anywhere on the battlefield. They are placed by the defender, and at the end of the movement phase, each player rolls a d6 in turn for each objective marker within 1 inch of any of their models, and more than 1 inch from any enemy models, which basically means if you're both within 1 inch of that objective marker, then you do not get to roll a d6 for that objective marker. On a 6, you immediately remove all the other objective markers from the battlefield, including any yet to be rolled for. So it leaves 1 objective marker on the board. And then at the end of the battle, whichever player has the most models within 2 inches of that remaining objective marker is the winner. However, if neither player has more models within 2 inches of the objective marker, or if all the objective markers are still on the battlefield, then the rescuer wins. So it quite literally comes down to the roll of a dice on this game, and there is actually a scouting phase involved in this mission, during which the Raven Guard decided to eliminate sentries and the Genestealers decided to plant traps. So the Raven Guard actually countered something that was not happening, and the Genestealers did indeed plant 1 trap. They rolled a 2 on the D3 and they planted a single trap on the board. The mission is being played on a Sector Imperialis kill zone, which is set out horizontally. On the left, the Raven Guard deploy with a huge Imperial ruin in their deployment zone, with multiple levels, windows, doors, the whole lot. And as you move across the kill zone, there are multiple smaller ruins, some with the ground floor completely boarded up, until you reach the Genestealer's deployment zone on the other side of the board, which includes a large 2-tier ruin in the far top right corner and a couple of storage crates in the bottom right hand corner. Teams are as follows. For Flavourtown, we have Guy Fieriax, an intercessor sergeant with an auto bolt rifle and a power sword, who is a level 2 leader specialist. We have Fade Fadar, an intercessor with a bolt rifle and all specs, who is a comms specialist. Vabrax Yelk, a tactical marine gunner with a heavy bolter, who is a level 2 heavy specialist. Siras, a Reaver sergeant with a combat knife and grapnel launcher, who is a combat specialist. Salex, a scout gunner with a heavy bolter, and the legend, perhaps more even so than Guy Fieriax, John, a Reaver with a combat knife and grapnel launcher. John returns. For Yoh-rick and the Many Arms, we have Yoh-rick himself, a neophyte leader with an auto gun and pistol, who is a leader specialist. We have Nassar, an acolyte fighter with a hand flamer and rock saw, who is a zealot specialist. We have Sifa, a Genestealer with an acid maw and toxin sack, who is a veteran specialist. And we have Borkus, an aberrant with a power pick, who is a combat specialist. There is also a level 2 acolyte fire team, who have the ability to move an extra inch on top of their movement. That includes Krell and Desh, who both have a hand flamer and a Colt knife, Ondergast with a hand flamer and a bone sword, and lastly Zorbek with a hand flamer and rending claw. There's also a neophyte fire team, which includes Stenvar and Malik, who both have auto guns. It's worth pointing out, in case you're totting up the points, we were not charging for upgrades during this campaign, so the levels, level 2s and all that are free. Still just 100 points on the teams, but we were not charging for those upgrades. And with that, I think it's time that we get into the deployment. Let's start with the Genestealers. Where did you deploy? Want to talk us through who's deployed where?
Yeah. So, deployment-wise, I'm taking advantage of as much of the line of sight blocking stuff as I can, and doing the classic cult thing of hiding. And so I've just taken advantage of the 2 objectives that are in my deployment zone. So we've got Ondergast in the far back right corner, so that's the closest one to me, and he is basically within an inch of objective 5, ready to do his thing. I'm hoping that he can't be seen, but that's never the case. Then in the same ruined building as he is, but in the opposite corner, in a sort of super you can't see me position, is Desh, ready to just lurk. On the opposite side of that wall, we have the first little group of huddlers. So we have Stenvar, and we have my zealot specialist, whose name escapes me, but his name is Nassar. This is why we write things down, people.
You got there in the end.
They are holding out on another objective. And just to their left, there is a crate, which is in the back left corner. And on that, we have Malik, Yoh-rick, and my veteran specialist, Sifa, the Genestealer.
Oh, I thought you might end in Ick as well. Thought they'd be the right little trio, the
just
Ick
like,
trio.
Oh. And then just ahead of them, currently in no cover, but hopefully just enough behind a little bit of ruin with a sealed bottom floor, is my combat specialist, Borkus. We have Krell and we have Zorbek. The plan with them is to hopefully roll well on my cult ambush just to push them up into that ruin.
And just rush.
And then, just rush down. Just to see what we can do.
Yeah.
But turn the screws a little.
Nice. And then over the other side of the board, the Raven Guard,
Yes.
Flavourtown, fan favourite. You get so much more support than all the rest of us.
We don't.
You do. Fan-wise, you do. You, for some reason, you think they're attacking you all the time. But they're not.
Everyone's always attacking me.
Where have Flavourtown deployed?
So I've got this massive Imperial ruin on one side.
Yeah. The biggest ruin we've ever used in Kill Team, I would say.
Yeah, it's very tall. So I decided to stick a scout on top. He has a
Just
heavy
on his
bolter.
own up there?
He's what's his name? Salex.
Salex.
He's on top.
He sounds like a some kind of like washing up liquid.
He's going to clean up this battlefield.
The really nice thing about that building is it's high enough that falling matters.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's not coming
So
down.
I'm super looking forward to shooting him, and then because he's within an inch of the edge, he could fall.
Yeah, you could.
I'm like, if that happens, it
But
would
have you
make
got
my entire
any gun
day.
that reaches
They're
him?
crap. I can reach him, but am I going to hit? No. No.
You might get a 6.
I might get a 6, and then I might get another 6, and then he might roll a 1.
He'll probably.
So who knows?
All you got to do to make him fall is hit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. Where else are your boys?
So and then I've underneath him on the smaller, lower tier is Vaybrax
Yep.
the boy with the heavy bolter. He's in there. He's my heavy specialist. He's in the middle of pretty much in the middle of the ruin, looking out a window.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of got he's center of the board. He's got a good position there. He can see a lot. He can see a lot of the objectives. Lay down some supporting fire. And then we've got underneath him on the ground floor of the ruin, near a small door, there is Guy Fieriax himself. He is
The top
obviously-
boy.
Yeah, he's just down there near the door, just in case anyone needs any help. Anyone needs an assistance, any of it, he's there.
Cooking up some assistance.
Cooking up some assistance, cooking up some death, hopefully.
Cooking up
Gonna
some
flambe him some
Genestealer
Genestealers.
burgers.
Feed the boys. And then on the flank, I've got Cyrus, who is a new recruit.
Yeah.
He is a Reaver Sergeant with a bolt carbine and grapnel launcher, all that stuff.
Is he a specialist?
Yeah, he's a combat specialist as well, so he's got
Nice.
that combat knife, bolt rifle, not bolt rifle,
Yeah.
the other one, bolt carbine. Yeah,
I guess,
so. He's got good shooting and good hitting,
Yeah. Good.
slicing.
Good time to point out that we weren't 100% clear on the campaign rules for adding specialists. There only seems to be some kind of limit when you're adding to a fire team. So we kind of assumed adding a specialist is sort of fair game, just add as many as you like.
Yeah.
As
long as you stick to the limit of how many you can take.
how
in a
many
game,
you can
I think
actually
that's
field
fine.
in your team, yeah. So new recruits with specialists, that's the way that we see it. Originally, I thought otherwise, but rereading the rules, seems that is the way. Who's kind of leveled up?
Oh yeah,
What sort of what people have we got leveled up? Start with the Genestealers quick.
So, in our last game, the Acolyte hybrids, so
The
that
fire team. Yeah.
all leveled up.
Okay.
So they can now move an inch further,
Nice.
making my run tactic.
Yeah. For someone that just
Heightened.
runs away all the
Yeah.
time, that's the best one you could
It's,
get.
it's very apt. But everyone else is very close to leveling up. I need to make a point of using the specialist cards more,
Yeah.
because at the moment they're just running through the games, doing their thing. And
And I would have already said in the intro, but this battle is basically for a place in the final against myself. So leveling up and stuff does matter in this one because you can use it in the next
exactly.
game. What about none of your specialists? Sorry,
They're pretty much all on 2.
level 2.
Yeah, 'cause
so
this
they've
is
all
at
got
least-
some form
yeah.
of extra ability.
Oh no, sorry, they've all played 2 games.
Oh,
but
so
I
they've
haven't
only
been
got two
using- yeah.
experience, not level 2.
So
I have one that is level 3. That is level 1. Sorry, there's got
Level
3
2.
XP. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
They start at level 1.
he's leveled up. Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Vaybrax.
Okay.
So he's the heavy specialist.
So he's got an extra little.
Yeah, he's got a suppressor, which is anyone targeted by him in the shooting phase is -1 to hit for the rest of the turn.
Nice.
For the whole like thing.
Probably the battle,
The battle round, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And none of your other guys have leveled up. 'Cause you've only played 2 games so far.
Yeah.
None of them that are on the board anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get into the initiative then.
Let's do it.
2d6.
Cool.
If you could let us know directly and clearly into the mic.
4. I've got 2
That's
twos.
a 4.
You both got 4s.
Ooh.
The Raven Guard,
7.
9.
9 for the Genestealers.
Okay,
They're
then.
going to take it.
Well,
Actually, before that, do we need to do the... When does Cult Ambush happen?
It starts before the first turn.
So now.
So I think that was fine that we
Before
rolled
doing that,
but
yeah.
We were doing
Okay,
that.
do Cult Ambush now. That we always...
It's weird.
I don't like it.
They're weird.
I don't like
weird.
I don't like before the first turn stuff.
No.
no, it's
Confuses
rubbish.
me.
Should ban it from the
Yeah.
from the podcast.
We're going to go away and do the movement, and then we'll come back and talk about it in a second. Nice. Genestealers.
Okay, so
Let's talk for what happened with the Cult Ambush first.
of all of my guys that I rolled for, we succeeded on 3 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
One was Malik, one was Nassar, and the other was Borkus, who I really wanted to get. So of the 3, Nassar moved up from the far left objective and scooted forward into the ruin in front of him. And Borkus did the same thing, moving up, and Malik just stayed where he was.
Yeah.
He just decided, no,
Actually, no.
it's not for me. I'm going to chill with Yoh-rick.
Okay.
And then moving on to my movement phase.
Your actual movement.
So the body of people that were on the left-hand side by the ruin, other than Stenvar, all moved up into the ruin in front of them, using that extra 1 inch of movement.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nassar moved even further up to get into potential charging range next turn. And Borkus, the brave, or idiotic, we'll find out, went full hog and has moved up into Rhys's back right objective, which he's tried to stay mostly out of line of sight, but with the move, I think Rhys will get some shots on him. But I am within an inch of that objective, so I can test for it.
Mm-hmm.
And potentially get a blind charge on the guy Furiax next turn, if Rhys doesn't move him.
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially.
Okay, is that all your movement?
That is all my movement.
Then before we get properly started with the Raven Guard movement, the first guy that moved did actually set off a trap.
A trap, yeah.
A trap has been, in fact, triggered.
But the one by, what is the objective?
It's objective 1, which
So
is...
it's on the ruins by objective 1. Who was it that went over it? That set it off?
To be honest, I think we forgot to mention in deployment that John is back in the battle.
Why didn't you mention John?
I think you moved on to the next part, and I forgot about the John.
Okay.
I mean,
John,
that's pretty important. We should cover that now.
Yeah, so John
Yeah,
is...
so John was
Is it
there.
John that set it off?
John set it off, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, John.
That is classic John. You
Yeah,
bring
John
him
said
back
it.
for a big important battle,
You fucking sets
sets
off
off
the
the
trap.
trap. So John went over it,
Yeah.
set it off. Would you like to now roll to see if... Oh, no, wait. What does this do? Does this roll to see if it gets set off? Or is this just a roll to see if he gets injured from it?
I think it's just a roll.
So it's been set off?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it has been triggered.
okay.
It doesn't. He does not suffer.
No, so on a 1, he would have suffered a mortal wound.
He would have.
You got 3. What that does now mean is that ruin is treated as dangerous terrain.
It does.
So you're going to have to be doing some tests if any of your guys move into it.
Mm-hmm. What if they've just set it off?
Huh?
What if they've just set it off and they've already done the test? Or is it
The
only when I
one
go
that
through?
said, so John's not going to now have to test.
Yeah,
John's
unless
good.
he moves next turn.
Yeah,
Then he's going to have to.
he's more than an inch away. The other one.
But he travelled through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
So because we record the podcast like weirdos, we want to save and do the tests after. So who was that next to John that moved?
that was the new recruit Cyrus or Cirrus.
He's following John's footsteps.
Cirrus.
So you're going to have to test for him because he
Okay.
moved through the dangerous terrain.
Yep.
So you roll a d6.
Yeah.
And on a 1, I believe he suffers a mortal wound.
I
You
got
get
2.
You get a 2, so he's fine.
He's all right.
He
Um,
is okay.
Did any other of your guys move within an inch of that piece of terrain? No? Then they're all good. What did the rest of them do?
So the scout with the heavy bolter readied up on the top. He's fine.
What's his name? Like Salifax?
Salex.
Halifax or
Halifax has.
What was his name?
Salex.
Salex. Okay.
Yeah. He just readied up, so he's ready to shoot down. He's got line of sight on 2 of the boys in that ruin down there.
Mm-hmm.
Nassar and I can't
One of
see
the other ones.
One of the other ones. One of those, they all look the same, them Genestealer boys. And then Vabrak Shelg moved over in that ruin to the
Okay.
window. So he's also got line of sight down on that ruin.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of guys in there. I want to kind of like whittle the numbers down a bit.
Yeah.
Guy Fieriax, he moves over to the bottom corner of the ruin.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see now around it to, what's his name? The chunky guy.
Borkus.
Borkus. So now he's got pretty much
If there's ever a good name for a chunky guy,
Borkus.
Borkus is up there.
Reminds me of like a dog meme or something.
Borkus.
like Chungus.
It's
But a dog version of
it's
Chungus.
like- yeah, it's like Chungus.
He's pretty much got a full line of sight on him.
Yeah.
Like unobscured.
Yep.
But that guy's got 2 wounds, so he's very tough.
So we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Fade Fadar's moved over, the comm specialist. He's just moved into kind of like towards the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah, it was kind of over on your left hand side.
Yeah, he's
wasn't
on
he?
the
He's
left
kind
flank with
of shunted
the
over
Reavers.
into the middle a little bit.
And yeah, he is now there.
Kind of
believe
out
it
in the
now.
open.
He's out in the open, but you can't really see anyone. No one can see him.
Yeah.
He's just there to kind of provide
He's just kind of like, what's going on? Like, where is everyone?
Yeah.
I'm like out here. I'm not hiding.
for once.
No one's
Um,
here.
So yeah, he's going to provide a bit of support to the Reavers with their shooting.
Okay. No psychic phase.
No,
No.
So should we get on with some shooting? Do the Genestealers have any readied models?
I have one.
Can he see anyone?
He can.
Is he within range of anyone?
He is.
Oh,
But it is long range
okay.
and he will be obscured.
So who is it?
It is Malik,
Okay.
the man that did not move,
Yeah, he's over by that crate.
but he is going to try and shoot
The man that did
Halifax.
Halifax on top.
not move. I was Salex,
Salex.
The scout who's
The
on top of that.
opportunity to have this man fall.
Yeah, we haven't actually had that happen on the
No.
podcast yet. We don't really use levels that much. So that's why I decided to when I was putting this board together. Okay, so all you have to do is hit him
Is him.
for a test to be taken.
So
What are you hitting on?
I'm going to need a 6. It's there's no calculations needed. It's going to be a 6.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. It's a 3.
Yeah.
oh, well, that's not a 6.
That's not.
That's not a 6.
that is not a 6.
Not a 6 there, mate.
The Raven Guard. Do you have any readied models?
Yes, I do.
How many have you got?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Salex.
Okay.
He's going to shoot down.
For a second, then I thought
those boys.
Salex was another one of the like stupid jokey names for him. Like we were just calling him Halifax and stuff. But
Right.
Salex is the actual name, isn't it?
Yep, that's his name. That's from the book. So
Is it
that's from the
actually?
book.
Okay.
Couldn't be bothered to come up with a new one.
Salex.
But yeah, he's going to shoot down.
Okay.
So there's those 2 guys down in that ruin.
Yep. Nassar and Krell.
Yes.
Who would you like to shoot at?
I'm going to split fire.
Okay.
So there's 3 shots from his heavy bolter anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
So
to...
you can probably only see 2 of them, can't he?
Yeah, there's only 2 in there. So I'm going to fire...
Well, there's 4 in there, but
Yeah, I can't see the
you can
others.
only see 2
Yeah.
of them.
More bullets is the heavy specialist one, isn't it?
It is.
So yeah, I'm going to just...
Is he the heavy?
No, I'm not using more bullets.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
So he's just going to split fire. So he's going to 2 into the rock saw.
Yep. Into
And...
Nassar
Yep,
and 1 into Krell.
1 into crow.
Okay.
So I'm going to do
Should we do the?
rock saw first.
Yeah, let's do 2 for Nassar first.
Yep. I believe he's within half range. It's like 36, isn't it, for a heavy bolter?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be within
Yeah.
half range. But
So-
they are going to be obscured
Yeah. So I'm hitting on 4s.
on 4s.
Nassar isn't obscured at all. He's out in the open
Okay.
to him. So he's hitting on 3s, 2 against him on 3s, and then 1 on 4s, the other one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Nassau's kind of peeking outside of the ruin a little bit.
Yeah. So a 6 and a 3.
Yep.
So
That's
2 hits. Strength 5.
There's going to be 3s.
Yep. 2 wounds at -1 for him.
-1
So
AP.
Gives me a sturdy save of 6 up.
Okay.
How many?
2.
2.
I'm feeling it.
This is so unlike the Raven Guard.
Yeah, usually miss. And...
Get a 1 and a 2.
Okay, so
It's a strong performance.
So that's no good.
he be popped
He'd been deaded.
by Halifax.
So like to make an injury roll?
Yeah, just the one.
Just the
injury
1
roll.
damage.
And I get a 2.
That's a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Flesh wound.
That'll put a flesh wound onto Nassar.
Yep. Nissan. And now there's the other one. He's got the other shot into the other guy.
So this will be on 4s rather
on
than 3s.
4s, yes. I get a 2 there, so that's nothing. That's it.
Okay.
Did some work.
not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad for a first shot of the game.
Would have been luscious if he took him out.
That would have been.
It would have.
Would have been very
would have.
luscious. That's definitely a word that hasn't been said on this podcast
No.
before. I reckon no one has ever said luscious while playing Kill Team.
I reckon one of those tabletop tactics boys probably.
Maybe. I reckon
use
we
good
got
words.
first.
They have got a good vocabulary.
Yeah, they're good.
I reckon we got a world exclusive on our hands. First person to ever say luscious when playing Kill Team.
Well, if it's world exclusives that you need, I can do that every week.
You can come up with some more words.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
Come up with some words. Whew. Definitely.
Salex and
Well, no, that's from the book. That's not made up. So, yeah.
that's copyrighted.
That's
Yeah.
fact.
That's fact.
Over to the Genestealers then. You got anyone who isn't readied, who can shoot, anyone who can see anyone, or is within range, or both actually, because you need to be both to shoot.
No.
Classic
My turn.
classic Genestealers. So we're going to go over to the Raven Guard.
Yep.
Who would you like to shoot with? Take your pick and take your time.
I believe
Do
I'll
whatever-
start.
Whatever ones you want.
Yeah, well, I've got a few.
No
I've got
pressure.
a few. I'm probably going to use Vabrax. He's going to be the first one to pop off.
Okay.
He'll split fire, but he'll pay for more bullets. So
Okay.
we'll get 1 extra shot.
He is your heavy specialist.
He is the heavy specialist,
Yeah.
yes. Level 2, so obviously whoever he targets in this turn will have -1 to hit as well.
Yep.
For the rest of the round.
We'll have to
or
double
whatever.
check the wording. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
I
the
think
rest of the battle round.
Yeah, it's not the rest of the match or anything like that. That's,
No.
that's a bit mad.
I'd like that. That'd be really good.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. So he's going to shoot first at Nassau, just to see if he can get him out of the
Okay.
way. So he's unobscured to him.
I
as
think,
well.
sorry, that -1 only goes off. You only have to hit him as well, don't you? You don't
You
even
don't
have to
even,
wound
it's
him.
targeted, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you shoot at them,
Whether you
whether you hit them or not.
hit or not.
Yep.
That's very good.
So
if
you can split that between like 4
I can
guys.
just say, I'm shooting at you. Oh, yeah? Oh, I miss them all, but I said I was shooting at you, so.
So you can
Yeah.
just like literally target 4 guys in a row next to each other. I believe that's how it is. I'm pretty sure it is that.
Well, you can't daisy chain. They would all have to. You'd still have to legally be able to split fire between
Of
those
course,
4
yeah.
guys.
You can just
So they can all
Yeah.
just be.
they have to be next to
Lined
each other.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have to be next to a central target.
Within 2 inches.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is enemy models that are targeted by this model in the shooting phase suffer a -1 penalty
Nice.
to
so
their
they just
hit
have-
rolls
just
until
have,
the end of the phase.
just have to be until the end of the
Yes,
phase.
so it's just the phase. So it's just shooting.
Oh, okay. That's not as good.
No, because I thought we.
But you
I
don't
thought
even
it
have
was
to
end
hit,
of the
so it's-
round.
Yeah, I
Still
suppose
quite
that
Yeah.
counteracts it. Yeah. Okay, let's go then.
So
What we
yeah,
got?
he's going to shoot.
Is he splitting them
Yep,
2 and
so
2
2 into Nassar.
and 2 into Grail? Was it?
Nassar, he's unobscured out in the open. You can see him fully. So
Okay.
that's going to be on freeze. 1 hit.
Classic.
Freeze to wound. 1 wound at -1.
I got a 6.
You got a 6.
I did.
That'll be a
Filthy.
6.
Filthy,
Even on the
filthy,
disgusting
filthy.
dice that I can't read properly, I can still see that that's a 6.
Gross. So I'll just have to do the other ones now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are obscured.
Yep.
Yeah.
So on 4s, doesn't hit. Oh,
What was
magical.
that? What did you get?
A 3 and a 2. That's disgusting from you, Vabrex Yelg.
Demoted.
Demoted.
You're a scout again.
It's because you're using a proxied model.
Yeah, true. I left him at home.
Yeah.
Just
He's using-
idiot green guy.
Yeah, he's using
He's not even facing the right way.
one of my old Dark Angels guys instead.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anyone else? You
Yes.
got loads. You got loads to do.
So I might as well do Guy Fieriax next.
Yeah, bring the thunder.
I don't see much point of me trying to kill Borkus as much at the moment
Okay.
because of the fact that he is literally,
Bulkus, this one,
yeah.
he's next to an objective though, remember? So he has the potential to make that the sole objective, which, you know, you win if that doesn't happen.
True.
So he is should still be treated
I
as
won't be
a...
able to kill him this round. But it's
No, but
it's
you can
very
put-
unlikely.
You can put something, put a naughty little wound on him or something.
Mm-hmm. Just don't want to get overwhelmed by the others. In fact, yeah, you know what? I will shoot him.
Just to confirm, the reason you won't be able to kill him is because he's got 2 wounds
Yeah,
and
he's pretty spicy.
you've only got one guy that can see him.
Yeah, he can do
2 wounds.
2 wounds, but it's whether I doubt
Just
it.
give it a go.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, Guy Fieriax is going to shoot at him with his. He's got that assault one.
So
The
this
assault
basically
bolt,
your only way of getting rid of Bulkus this turn
Yes,
is
is
if Guy
Guy
Fieriax can take 2 wounds off of him
Yep. Which is unlikely
because he's
but,
the only one that can see him. So
Yeah. Auto bolt rifle
yep,
within half. So short range. So hitting on freeze.
unobscured as well. Yeah,
Unobscured. Hitting on freeze. Gets a 1 and a 2. So that proves the point really.
That just drives it home.
that's the
Absolutely.
most Flavourtown role of the campaign
Don't
so
worry,
far.
he's just warming up the grill for now. He's got
Just
time.
preheating. Just preheating. He's got his settings. Gas Mark 6.
Okay, that is
wait.
unlucky.
Can't
That is
wait till I
unlucky.
don't have to use these anymore. I'm going to jog these right into the bin. Delete the whole army.
Delete.
No more fucking
Delete the whole
that.
army.
Delete that list. Right. Now I've got Cirrus, the combat specialist leader,
Yep.
the sergeant, not the leader, the Reaver sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to shoot at you guy in there. In here. You've got a guy there. You forgot about him? Yeah? He's in there.
Who are we?
Pretty
who are we
clearly
saying can
with
see
both
him?
guys. Both of
You
these
just
guys can
completely
see
moved
him.
one of the objectives.
Yep, completely moved that close to me, thank you. They can both quite clearly see him.
Yes, they can.
Almost unobscured even, but
Just
not
let's
unobscured.
just reiterate quickly what's going on. So
Yes, they can see him.
So yeah, Cirrus is looking through a building.
yeah,
And
he's
it's
one
through the
of-
archway.
One of your reavers.
Yep. And he can see in there at Desh.
Yep.
And he's going to shoot at Desh
Okay.
with his bolt carbine.
Is he obscured?
He is obscured.
Within
And
half range?
I'd say it's within 12. I need to measure. But I believe it is within 12. Because I measured for the bolt pistol, which is 12. So, yeah, he's in. He's going to shoot. So on 4s. And it is assault 2, strength 4. So hitting on 4s. I get 2 hits.
There
with,
you go.
With 2 4s.
Better.
There you go.
Better.
You just
but
need new recruits. That's all you needed.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. Need someone new in there.
They haven't caught on to the bad habits yet.
Well, John's behind him, so they will no doubt show him the way.
So,
Although, John was pretty good in the end. Did all right.
He done all right, if I remember.
He shot
yeah.
some of a bolt pistol, heavy bolt pistol.
It was right at the end of the thing. He done something where he was like,
Finally
"Oh
woke
god!"
up. What's your toughness?
I'm only toughness 3.
So wounding on freeze. I get 2 1s.
It's times like this I wish we did video just so that everyone could actually see the disappointment rather than just hear it.
Just feel it emotionally.
The look speaks 1,000 words.
I mean, you do have one command point left this turn.
It just makes me feel sick though. I don't want to use it.
Well, what did you need? Freeze.
Yeah.
Well, look, let's let John
Yeah,
show
John's gonna
him
do
the
it.
way.
I'm going to give him the comms buff as well.
You're gonna comms him up.
I'm going to comms him up.
Who's the comms?
Old Fade Fedar over here.
Oh, okay,
Gonna
yeah.
comms him up. He's got a bolt pistol.
So you're
hitting
gonna
on
com-
4s.
So you're
Hitting
gonna comms up John.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's hitting on 4s, not hitting on 5s. because he's obviously
Oh,
bolt
because
pistol.
he is at long range.
Yeah, heavy bolt pistol.
Got you. Okay.
It's 12 inches, so he's going to shoot at him.
Okay.
He's hitting on 4s.
Light the way.
He gets a 1 as well.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he got a fucking 1, didn't he?
Tragic.
That's horrendous. That is so not luscious.
Well, you know,
What do
the
you have to
way
say
it
about
is.
that?
Is what it is.
Fucking the way it is, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, that's all my shooting done. Might as well just fucking go home now.
No, there's still hope. There's still hope. There is.
It's only turn one.
Is that all the shooting then?
That is
Yeah, that's
all
all
of
the
the
shooting.
There's no fights to be had. No one charged anything. So we'll just do some morale. No one can be broken.
No.
But there is one flesh wound on the Genestealers. You roll for that and get a 4. Is he okay?
He is okay.
Okay. Because you've had no one out of action. So
No.
just to... we had a few people ask if we can make sure that we...
Alliterate what we...
kind of just top up at the end of every battle round what the standings are. So here is that. The Genestealers have no one out of action and they have 1 flesh wound on Nassar. So yeah, I know you people. You don't have to go to talk. You don't have to go to say it. I know everyone. And then the Raven Guard are holding out, holding steady. No flesh wounds, no wounds. They're good as new.
Basically, might as well not even be here. That's the way it is, really.
Well, no, might as well have just shown up. Is
Yeah,
the term? Yeah.
Just looked
think
at them from afar.
You've come in as new. You've set a trap off and survived it, which is
Yep.
good. Real quick, round 1, Genestealers. How was that for you?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I got away with Nassar being in the open. I mean, I was lazy. I didn't get up. I didn't walk around the table. I didn't look from where things are coming from. And I made some assumptions.
To be fair, it's because of the way that the model is. His feet are way at the back of the base,
Yeah.
because of having the big rock saw, and because of that, he can see it all. If it was modelled like a normal one and it was like pushed to the front a
been
little
tucked
bit and
forward.
tucked forward, he
From
might
now
not
on,
be
he's
able to
going to
sit.
travel backwards.
He's just
everywhere he goes.
going to walk backwards.
Moonwalk everywhere.
Tuck his toes in. But no, other than that, everything has gone to plan thus far. I mean, I'm holding 3 objectives of the 5.
Yeah, so we're going
I've
to
got
test.
a good chance of finding what it is, and I alleviate the problem of not even opening one.
Yeah,
So we'll get the ball rolling.
yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a second and roll for those. Raven Guard, how was that for you?
It wasn't as successful. But you know what? I should stop being so sad and I should just appreciate that they hit something and killed something.
Yeah, you got
But then
you're
obviously
in
didn't take it up,
a better position in that way. He didn't get any wounds off on you. It actually looked really promising at first.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was going to be one of those good ones like that one I had against the Orcs before.
Just popping off.
What, the one that we didn't release, was that one? Oh no,
No, I think I'd got in with some spicy shooting in that one.
yeah, that did get released. Oh yeah, because you won.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won. So
Yeah.
so you can roll good. You
You've
can roll
tasted
good.
success.
You just need to get back there. And then you have some of the worst
Sort your
luck.
spices out.
Some of the worst luck with rolling that we've seen so far.
This was just the marinade. It's going to be.
24-hour marinade. Everyone knows you got to leave it. You got to let it brew.
Before we move on to round 2, should we see if the Genestealers can blow up some
Yes.
things, or not blow up,
Reveal.
Yeah, because it blows up all the others.
Yes.
I might be making that up, but it gets rid of all the
Yeah,
others.
they disappear.
Should we start with... What one do you want to start
I would
with,
like
actually?
to start with this one.
Yeah, I guess you can choose. Yeah.
I'm going to start with the one surrounded by me.
Yeah.
So it's on a 6, isn't
Objective 4 you're doing first. That's the one all the way over in your deployment zone. It's quite nicely hidden by the ruin as well. I'll double check. I believe it's on a 6. Mm-hmm. That one becomes the sole objective.
it? Okay.
Better not.
Right. You're supposed to do this at the end of the movement phase.
Okay.
Oh, not at the end of the... Not at the end of the...
No, I would splice this
the
in
battle
earlier
round.
on.
I don't think it would have made any difference
No, it wouldn't.
because we all moved where we moved anyway.
All right,
Yeah.
let me just say
It's our bad.
fucked up a little bit there. So we're going to do it. Should we just skip this one or should we do it now?
I'd like to do it now because I have 3.
You're on all the same ones, I suppose, and none of your guys like died or anything. Yeah, it's basically the same as if we were doing it at the end of the movement phase anyway. So let's do it now. Let's do it now. So you're going to start with objective 4. You get a 1. So that is no good. What one do you want to go to next? You control him 3 of them. You've got 1, I think.
Yeah, I've got 1. Does he do all of them first?
It says at the end of the movement phase, roll a d6 in turn. Yeah,
so
1
I'll
each.
do 1 now.
Is it objective 1?
No.
And then I'm going to go for objective 2.
Okay.
It is not objective 2.
Okay.
And finally, I have objective 5. That's a 5, so it's not objective 5.
Okay, so it doesn't matter that we fucked it up.
No.
Yes.
I'm glad that we don't have to lie about it.
Can we roll? Do these get rolled for at the end of every movement phase?
Every movement phase, as long as you are within an inch of it. With that, we'll go on to
initiative
for battle round 2. So if you want to both roll off and say nice and clearly into the mic what we've got.
9.
I have a 6.
9 for the Raven Guard, 6 for the Genestealers. That means the Raven Guard are going first.
It's time to do some movement.
Yeah, so we'll cut away, we'll do the movement, and then we will come back and talk about it in a second. The Raven Guard movement.
Yep.
Do explain what happened.
So I kept John where he was next to that objective, just to see, might be that one, so that'd be good. But I moved Cyrus. He moved up with his grapnel launcher straight up on top of that ruin.
Yep.
Towards the centre of the board. He's on top.
Yeah, he's kind of over the Genestealer's side now.
Yep, he's in that half.
Yeah.
I readied up the scout with the heavy bowler.
Halifax, yep.
Halifax to the top.
Windex up there.
Yeah.
Kleenex.
Kleenex is there, ready to clean. Clean up the board.
Mopping up. Man size.
Guy Fieriax moved up.
Ran away.
He didn't run. He moved up into the ruin again.
Yeah, back out into. He basically last turn he kind of said, "Oh, what's that noise outside?" He popped downstairs, peeked his head round.
Fuck that.
Tried to shoot, failed.
Yeah,
and then now he's gone back inside.
He got spooked, but he's all right now.
Yeah,
he's gone back inside.
And he's gone back inside, and who has he sent down there in place of him?
Vabrax has swapped places with him, so Vabrax is now down there.
So Guy Fieriax came back inside, and he went, "You go and do that. I can't do it."
Yeah. Basically,
that's not me.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
and so that's that now.
Why can't you do it? I got to go and do this.
He's got to slowly make his way somewhere else on the battlefield.
We've got some Kleenex on the top floor.
Going back to the ship.
I think Halifax was calling me. I got to go up there. Sorry.
If you guys have had enough, I'll carry on. I've also moved Flavourtown just over towards the edge of the ruin. Just in
so he's kind of coming back into where all your other guys are.
Yeah, he's still got all the in range for all of his buffs.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he still in range to comms up, John?
Yeah, he can comms up. It's how many inches is it?
6.
Yeah, he'll be in range for 6.
He says confidently while also checking.
Yeah, he's in range.
Yeah.
Mate, I know 6 inches when I fucking see it. Right?
What are you worried about?
I can say 6 inches.
A family podcast.
I said bucket.
I realised the other day I just automatically mark all of our podcasts as explicit without actually checking whether we actually swear or anything.
Even if we're not swearing, a lot of the subject content we end up talking about is,
I suppose,
just little comments.
If we didn't swear, the Americans wouldn't watch us. So
that's true. They do love it. We actually had a couple of comments praising the British accents along with swearing. So, fucking love that.
There are words first.
they were our words first.
We're all brothers, don't worry.
We are, yeah. It's like...
Yeah, we are. Most of it, I mean, you've just had to go at around 70% of our listenership.
No, because we're all brothers in arms. We all play Warhammer. We're all part of the same kill team.
We're all taking that same plastic
crack.
We're
all the children.
That's true, yeah. Where were we from there? I don't know how we got onto that. Oh, is that all of your movement done?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
All right.
Over to the Genestealers.
Well,
what are you going to do? Because when Cyrus is
when Cyrus,
coming
the
close.
ginger-haired reaver, jumps on your building, You climb that building.
Did he? I like to think that he's not actually ginger, but as soon as
No, he dyed it, yeah.
as soon as he got put into the kill team, because of the orange highlights on your armor,
Yeah.
he thought, I know what to do.
Well, yeah, at some point they're all going to have.
How
at
can I be
least,
better seen on the battlefield?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at some point they're all going to at least have like an orange shoulder pad or like the rim or
so
something.
he just went one step further.
He just took it. He dyed his hair. Yeah.
dyed his hair. He
And
got
if someone tries too hard.
Let's hope he doesn't die for it.
proper little try hard. That's why he's run right up the board.
He's up there.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do about it?
So, Ondergast
Mm-hmm.
scaled that building. He's up there. He's within hand flamer range.
Mm-hmm.
He wants that. He wants to make him more orange. More orange. He's given him what he wants. The same with Desh. Desh crawled out of the hole he was in and he is now also atop the building.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how you scaled that, to be honest.
It's that 1 inch extra movement they got for leveling up. Properly sorted me out.
And they can climb up the pillars.
Oh, they can.
Yeah. I got 3 arms. I mean,
All right.
Yeah.
I got 5 limbs.
Climbing up pillars. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
They can climb up pillars.
Beyond that, Malik readied up. Nassar just hid.
Mm-hmm.
One of the acolytes that was in the ruin has come back to sit with Stenvar. I believe it's Desh. I can't currently see his nameplate, so I'm going to say it's Desh.
Oh, Dash is on top.
Oh, sorry, not Desh. Krell.
Yeah. You're always getting those confused.
Yeah, the brothers.
The brothers.
So yeah, Borkus is readying for a charge. He wants it.
Yeah.
So we will roll that shortly. But, yep, other than that, we are where we are.
Okay. Let's do the charge there. I didn't realise you had the charge. Let's
I didn't
do
know
that straight up.
Oh, yeah.
You do, in fact, have one because you've put the token down, which is the rules.
Yep.
So you're not bluffing. But let's go ahead and do that charge.
Okay, I need a 6.
Okay, I'm
Would you like to
fire.
overwatch or would you like to fall back?
Falling back would just mean that he would need like a 9.
I'm probably just
basically.
going to overwatch him. Can I pay more bullets for Overwatch? Or is that
What
just
does it
in
say
the
on the
it
more?
gives you
have
one
you got
extra
the more
shot,
bullets
doesn't
card?
No.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Because it might say that you can only do it in the shooting phase. So according to the more bullets tactic card, you can use it when you pick a heavy specialist from your kill team to shoot in the shooting phase.
Okay. Yeah,
So
makes sense.
not available for Overwatch.
That is very clear.
So I'm going to Overwatch anyway.
Please do. On 6s.
I thought you were just going to say, I'm just going to use it anyway. I was like,
Okay.
well, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, actually.
Fuck
I
you,
get
I'm doing
a
it.
5 and a 1.
A 5 and a 1, so
there's
no hits there.
Nothing there.
Okay, need an S6 on 2 dice. It can be done. I've seen it done on the internet. So
Yeah.
let's see.
You're going to get a 3.
I got a 3.
That's pretty
This man
crazy.
is a wizard.
Mad. I told you I'm good at shit like this.
I am going.
I just know when I'm going to roll a 6, which is rare. I save it for when I seize, but
I'm going to use a command point.
You
for
do,
that.
yeah, just in case anyone... I don't know if we've addressed this on the podcast before, but in normal 40k, big 40k, since starting last year at some point, Rhys has a 100% seize record.
on about how many games is it now?
It's about 6 or 7 games, probably.
Nah, I think
100%
Yeah,
seize
I've
record.
played you twice.
You played me twice.
I've
and you
seized
seized
twice.
both times.
You've played me twice, but I think you only had to seize once, actually.
yeah, I only had seize once in that one.
Yeah, against me.
You played Barrett
And
twice.
you've played Barrett twice, and you've seized both times.
So you got 5. You're at 5. So I mean,
5
still, that's,
out of 6 games where you've had
and
to
you went
seize.
first in that other game.
Yeah, I think you just went first anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
crazy.
had loads of Poxwalkers, didn't you? So.
Yeah, so we're going to keep the listeners updated on that as the months go on, I think, because it's pretty
happened twice
crazy.
in Warhammer World, which is
Twice at Warhammer World as
Yeah.
well, yeah. The scenes, the absolute
crazy.
scenes when you...
You should have seen them. Those tears,
yeah.
a couple of kids crying.
I hated it. They were just my tears.
Oh, yeah, it was against you. Toby was the kid
Yeah,
crying.
yeah. That bit when that family carried me out cheering.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
crazy. They're all shouting,
Incredible.
Flavourtown, Flavourtown.
They were.
Flavourtown was not represented in any way, and no way we can use it for trademarks.
Yeah. They took you straight into Bugman's to cook up a little special
Ogre burger.
special ogre burger for you.
So yeah, I am going to re-roll that.
You're going to re-roll that
Reroll it
three
because
that
you're
you
going
got.
to get a 5.
He's calling it early.
He's like, you know, when they get like a pig to decide what team's
fuck
going to
off.
win.
Fuck off.
Or
If
like
anything,
an
I'll
oct-
be the octopus.
Or like an octopus, yeah, when they decide what team's going to win at the World Cup.
Who's the
That's
heretic
what you
now,
like.
eh?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. 8 Arms.
You're going to re-roll. So you re-roll both dice,
No, I can see a 6 there. It's not.
Gets a 10.
gets a 10.
Well, it's double what I said, so it still counts.
That's true. You were just thinking on D3, thoughts.
Yeah,
You were just
exactly.
halving, yeah. So that is in.
That
Moves
is
up. I don't think, I guess we did when you overwatched, but yeah, that was Borkus charging on
Vaybrax Chalk.
Vaybrax Shelk, the heavy specialist, down at the bottom of the very tall,
Yep.
huge ruin that
Indeed.
Windex sits upon at the top. Okay, so that's a charge in.
So shall we test for these objectives?
Now let's test for these
At
objectives.
the correct time.
Indeed.
Can't test for that one anymore.
I can't.
That's good.
I can actually only test for one now.
Yeah, same.
And we're going to start on Raven God, 'cause
Mine.
you had the
Okay.
initiative. So what objective is that
Objective
you're on?
1.
John is on objective 1.
John's on it. And he rolls a 5.
A 5 does not
Right.
become the sole objective.
So I have Krell and Stenvar on objective 4.
So do you get to roll 2 now?
I don't know. Would you like to see if I get to roll 2?
I don't think so.
No, it's at the end of the movement phase, roll a d6 in turn for each objective marker within 1 inch of any of your models.
Okay, so it's just one dice.
Yeah.
I will roll that dice now.
2.
It's a 1.
That's
Again.
a 1.
Told you.
You
So I
said
said it.
double.
That's the second one I've
the
rolled
second
for doing
double.
that. So that is 2.
Yeah.
You are
That's
100%.
correct.
I'm not going to stop saying these because it's less impressive
Can
every
we
time.
stop with the math hammer? I can't follow it. It's too complicated.
Well, that is in fact the end.
Is
of
that it?
movement phase.
You only have 1. You don't have 2 anymore.
No, I moved Ondergast off of number 5 and I've moved Borkus off of number 2.
Okay, so this is looking good for the Raven Guard.
It is looking bad.
On to shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any readied models?
Yep, I've got my Salex.
Kleenex. Durex.
Durex, that's
Is he
a new
going
one.
to be penetrating my defences? Stay safe, kids.
This is rude. It's too rude.
This is too rude.
I'm going to smack 3 of them into Ondergast.
Ondergast, you want it. Ondergast wants it.
He wants it.
Okay. And he could
He's already
potentially
getting it with that
fall.
little guy in front of
He
him.
could.
He could potentially fall because so
could fall
Ondergast is up on the other ruin, eyeing up Siras, was it? Is
Yep.
that his name? The other
Yep.
Reaver. So he's all out in the open. He's not obscured or anything.
No.
What about what we're saying about range?
So I need 18, don't I? for
It
that
looks
one?
quite good.
Yeah, he's pretty much in. If he's well in. Yeah.
There he is.
So on freeze. Let's see what we can do again. We're the only like person on my team that can hit, maybe, and actually do anything.
So nearly 3s.
Let's go. Can't get much easier than that. What do we have?
A 3, a 1, and a 2. So I am going to re-roll 1,
That's insane.
and I get 2 hits this time.
I would like
Okay.
to point out that of the 9 dice that Rhys has out, he's already preset 6 of them to 1.
That's true. I should do it to 6. Maybe they'll turn my luck
never
around.
know.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 hits.
2 hits.
Winning on freeze.
Thanks to the
Winning on
reroll.
threes.
How many command points are you on now, by the way?
I believe 2. I used 1 last round. And I gained.
Did you use 2 last round?
I used 1 last round.
Okay, and then you gained 2 and you've just used 1, so you're on
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
What about the Genestealers?
I have gained. I had the original 2, didn't use any on the first round,
Mhm.
and then I gained another 2, and I've used 1.
So the Genestealers are on 4.
We are on 3.
3.
3, sorry.
I re-rolled the charge.
Oh, yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Needing
Yeah.
3s.
2 freeze. 2 wounds. A 5 and a 3.
Nice.
At -1.
That is the classic 6-up.
Mm-hmm.
You love a 6-up.
I do. I'd prefer a 5. I get a 5 and a 6.
Okay, so 1 goes through.
1 goes through.
And this is an injury roll
Mm-hmm.
of a 5.
Ooh. Is out of action.
He is out of action.
So we
Take
don't
your flamer away,
So
so
we don't have to do like the falling test and all that because he's just dead.
But
roll it
for,
anyway.
for science.
roll it anyway.
For
see what happens.
science reasons,
He doesn't fall.
Oh,
Okay.
what an idiot.
I also have a 1 point command point that lets me fall from any height and not take any damage.
So he dies on top of the building as opposed
Shouldn't
to
have
at the
climbed
bottom
up,
of
should
it.
he?
He does.
Was he your thingy one as well? One of your like the better version of the guys?
He's like my backup sergeant.
Yeah, so he's a sergeant, right?
Yeah.
So he has 1 extra attack.
Yes.
Well, good, because that's what
Ooh.
I thought he did.
You got any other one readied? Or
I do have a readied model.
okay, the Genestealers have a ready
Oh,
model.
yeah.
I'm going to shoot Malik at Kleenex.
Okay.
Go on then.
Needing a 6.
All you got to do is hit, and he might fall. Quite a hefty distance if he does.
It is a
Gets it.
hit.
He gets it.
He does get the 6.
Hits on a 6, so it's the other.
Yeah, it's 1 inch to this edge as well.
Oh, yeah.
So you've hit. He's on the edge. Do we settle the attack first, right? Because he might
yes.
just die.
Yes.
So
There's only shooting 3. Your toughness 4. So I will need 5s.
okay,
No.
I get 2.
gets a 2
Do you roll a 1?
No, I'll roll 4.
That's upsetting.
for once.
I mean, the planets had a
Could
line.
use that 4 for something else.
Yeah,
Hopefully, you've wasted it.
that's your only 4 for the rest of the game.
Do you have any other readied models?
No, I don't. Do you?
I do not have any other readied models.
Okay, over to the Raven Guard then.
So, boy at the top,
Siras.
Siras is going to shoot a
Why
dash.
it's so serious?
Why so Siras? He's going to shoot a dash.
Okay.
Obviously,
You are
not
very
obscured.
close.
He's very close.
Dash is also on the edge of a ruin,
Yep.
so he could fall potentially.
2 shots on freeze.
Nearly 3s.
I get a 1 and a 4.
Nice.
So
Classic.
1 hit, and it is strength 4, toughness 3.
Yep.
So wounding
On
on
3s.
freeze. Gets a wound with a 5.
Nice.
No minus.
No minus 5 up.
Oh,
The luxury of it all, eh?
that'll be a 4.
He gets a 4.
So, injury roll, a 1.
So he takes a flesh wound.
Mm-hmm.
Does he fall?
Does he, in fact, fall?
No.
He doesn't. On a 4.
You anyone else?
I am going to shoot you with Desh.
Okay.
So he has a hand flamer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's D3 shots.
Dash is the guy that just got shot, right?
He is. So I got a 5, so that gives me 3 shots. They automatically hit.
Yep.
It's only strength 3.
Okay.
So I need 5s to wound.
Cool.
I get 2 6s and a 4.
Okay.
So that is 2 wounds with no AP.
Okay. So 2 free ups.
Mm-hmm.
I get a 4 and a 2.
So he takes a wound.
So he goes down to 1 wound left.
Ooh.
Interesting one.
Yep.
I've just fired a weapon that automatically hits,
Yeah.
and he is within 1 inch of the edge.
So it would.
So you would
Probably
have
get
to,
one,
yeah. But what happens with the Reavers with falling and stuff? They just don't.
He ignores vertical.
When moving,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
when falling.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look.
If
then.
it was
So-
a grav shoot, then
Yeah,
he would
he'd
be
just be
fine.
like
But it's
floating.
Okay, just roll it. See what we get.
2
So he's fine.
He's okay anyway.
revealed.
All these checks we're making just point on point.
Yeah. I mean, well, this is quite new for us. We don't really have to do many falling tests and stuff because we don't use a lot of levels. But I think I like it.
I do like it. It brings it brings verticality to
Yeah.
the table.
Oh,
Oh, big word.
yeah.
Big words.
Word of the day.
Oh, not luscious.
Not luscious anymore, mate. Sorry.
Trumped, top trumps.
All right.
Who is
Weird.
next?
Do you have any other shooting?
Yeah, I got quite a bit. Well, I've got
Who you got to
I've got
shoot?
1.
Who?
I've got my comms guy, Flavourtown. He can see Desh.
Okay.
I can't see the angle to see if he's obscured, but I assume he is. I assume I can't see his feet.
You would assume correctly.
Yep, you're in.
He's within half,
So he's within half range, but he is obscured.
so 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
I can't comms myself up,
You can't comms
No.
yourself up
so he's going to just be shooting.
per the FAQ, I believe.
So hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. I get a 4 and a 3.
Nice.
So
Lovely.
there's 1.
Lovely.
Wound on freeze.
Yep.
Get a 4 at -1.
Ooh.
I do not get a 6. I get a 2.
So I'm going to roll for the injuries.
And you +1 to this because of...
He's existing.
He gets a 5 anyway.
Popped. Gone.
Pop goes the weasel.
brown bread.
So Desh is gone.
He put in the work.
What?
Just thinking, we were talking about our American audience, and I'm
Yeah.
shouting out "Pop Goes the Weasel," and he's saying brown bread. So they're going to be like,
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what. I think I have a bit of a weird view on like phrases and stuff, and what Americans understand and what they don't. I feel like they actually do understand a lot more of our kind of turns of phrase than I think they do.
brown bread is Cockney Roman slang.
Yeah, but they
They might not know, but they might.
yeah,
you
but
watch
they
Lockstock and all that
have
shit.
like yeah, exactly. They have like
We've got Phil. We know American phrase. They know ours. We're all the same. It's fine.
no, it is a bit different because we grow up with like America just permanently being on TV.
Yeah, true.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Pop Goes the Weasel.
Pop goes the weasel. Apples and pears.
I'm going to write 2 and 8 on this side. It's not happening.
We good.
Yeah, yeah. Let's. Is that everyone's shooting done then? You haven't got anyone else?
Guy Fieriax would have been able to see Borkus from his like leather strap,
yeah,
but now he's in combat, so no.
yeah.
Nope.
All right.
So that is the end of the shooting phase.
That's the end of the shooting phase, but
There's combat.
there is combat to be had. There's a bit of a Barney going on.
Bit of Barney going on Downey.
Bit of a Barney going on round here.
I reckon it's not going to end well for me. I was trying to think of something to say that.
He is my combat specialist.
Yeah, well, exactly, isn't he?
Let's start, shall we?
Let's do it.
Who's got the initiative?
I have, so I have to
Okay.
hit him first. But then,
Yeah.
is it?
Someone does have some command points though.
I
don't you
did
like
charge,
charge? Yeah,
so
so-
I get to go first.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, yeah.
How many attacks you got?
How-
Like 4?
How many?
I get 2, but he gets an additional 1 because he's combat specialist.
How many command points did the Raven Guard have?
I got 2 still.
I know that Barrett is currently listening to this and frothing at the mouth that you have 2 command points left
Yep.
and an opportunity to fight first.
I'm not going to be fighting first with a 1. I won't waste command points to hit a 2 wounded model with a fucking tactical marine.
He's not tactical. Oh, he is.
He is a tactical marine. What do you think he was? It's
I thought you.
not a fucking Terminator or lightning claws or something, is he? He's got a big gun.
I forgot that you. I forgot that Guy ran back inside
Yeah,
and
ain't
sent
Guy
out.
Fieriax. If it was
sent
Guy
out-
Fieriax, maybe I'd plunge a power sword into his neck. But no, he's not. He's going to have to literally hit him with a hot end of a gun.
Okay.
Trying to control me.
Let's see if the
Yep.
Genestealers do anything with Borkus.
Yep, this is obviously the kill team version of a aberrant, so there are some saucy things that aren't happening. So I will be hitting you with my power pick, and I hit on 3s. I get 2 hits. I get
Nice.
5, 3, and a 2.
Cool.
I am strength 5,
Toughness 4.
so wounding on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
I get a 6 and a 4,
So
so
you do
minus
wounds.
2.
Okay, so 2 5-ups. I get a 3 and a 2. So he's dead.
They do D3 damage each.
Yeah, he's dead. So
Yeah,
you
well,
just
I
roll
need-
1. No?
He needs to roll.
I need to roll because
You only roll 1 though, didn't you? Oh yeah, because of the damage
attack does
D3. Yeah.
so that one only does 1, and that one does 5,
So you're going to choose that
which
one.
does 3. So I will choose that one that does 3.
Technically, does that work like that? If
I don't know if you get to choose,
you probably don't get to choose.
but the order that you rolled them just then, the first one only did 1 anyway, so it wouldn't. Oh no, wait.
so
would
he'd
that have
roll
killed
1
him?
injury roll. Yeah, it would kill him. He's only got 1 wound.
Yeah, I think that's
So you can't
probably
pick.
how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
So that
forgot he's
one
not.
damage
I forgot
would-
he's not a multi-wound model.
Yeah.
So that first damage that you rolled,
Yep.
I could be wrong.
I get a 6 anyway. So
Yeah, he's
okay.
cool.
he is super out of action.
Yeah,
He has.
I'm kind of glad
Ripped
that
him.
happened in case we were wrong about that. But
Would you like to spend 2 command points and have him
Oh.
live?
Barrett is frothing at the mouth at the moment.
I probably will.
How many command points have you got?
I've got 2.
And you can.
I can just bring him back with a flesh wound.
What's your favy? Your absolute fave?
Death denied.
Death denied. You gonna do it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
I'm thinking I might as well because I only ever use more bullets and a reroll. So with one of them gone out of, then I might as well just fucking
How
do
many?
it,
How
innit?
many command points is death denied?
2.
2.
2.
Okay. Cool.
So now he's he's back on
There
the
you go,
board.
Barrett. You happy?
Yeah, Barrett.
Spent his command points. He's on 0 now.
Where it should be.
But now it's the end of. That's it.
Anyway, so does he now get to fight back? Because he still exists. He's still
does.
there.
He
So
does.
do you want to fight back?
So I got one attack, hitting on freeze. Doesn't hit. Classic.
Gets a 2.
Should have just killed him, shouldn't I?
I can't honour the chapter, so
Over to the... What's on the chapter? Is that fight again?
yeah.
Is that a Space Marine one?
Yeah.
That's pretty tasty.
That's one command
It
point,
is.
though, isn't it? Or is it
Yeah.
2?
I think it's 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, over to morale then.
Mm-hmm.
Who had the initiative?
Me.
Rhys did.
Okay, so over on the Raven Guard,
I can roll for him, but he can't fail.
yeah, how many people you got out of action first?
None.
None.
No.
So you've got one guy who
With a flesh wound.
with a flesh wound, old Vabrex. If you want to roll for him real quick.
His leadership 7.
Okay,
So I got 2.
there you go. You're fine. And you can't be broken. Over on the Genestealers,
Mm-hmm. I have
how
2
many
out of action.
Who have you got out of action?
We have Ondergast and we have Desh.
Okay, so they're out of action. Can you possibly be broken?
No, I have 10 models and I have one other flesh wounded model.
Okay, so you got 8 left on the board, one of them with a flesh wound. Who's got a flesh wound?
Nassar.
Okay, so do you want to roll for him?
Nassar gets a 2, so he is fine.
He'll be all right. He's probably got a bit of a buddy system going on
Yeah,
anyway. hasn't he?
he's got 2 friends.
Yeah.
So.
So he's all good. So, I mean, we've basically just done it, but the end of round 2, the Raven Guard, everyone's still on the board.
Yep.
With 1 flesh wound on Vabrax, who's still currently in... Oh, have you got 2 flesh wounds? Is that...
He took a wound.
He took a
doesn't
wound.
have a flesh wound.
Oh, okay, sorry. So 1 flesh wound on Vabrax, who's currently in combat still, and then 1 of your Reavers are down to 1 normal wound. Not yet been reduced to 0. Siras, I believe his name was, who's on top of the ruin over there. And then the Genestealers, 2 guys out of action, 1 guy with a flesh wound.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, you're all pretty good.
Just hiding.
Classic Genestealers. Raven Guard, real quick. How did
Yeah.
round 2 go for you?
A little bit better. Took out 2 guys.
Yeah.
Didn't lose anyone. Well, I knew that was going to happen, so that's why I swapped him with Guy Fieriac.
Would you not have rather had Guy Fieriax in the combat though? Potentially done some damage. Has he got what's his? Has
He's got a power
ma-
sword
Yeah.
and 3 attacks, but it's
I mean, with a power sword, the Genestealer's not getting a save, is it? -3, I think, on a power
No.
sword.
But then also he's not dead, and I can always charge
That's true. That's
with Guy
very true.
Fieriac now and hit first.
Yeah. Genestealers, how did that go for you round 2?
Not as bad as it may seem. I mean, I did get the charge off. I'm making him use his command points. I'm still in an okay position. I've still got enough bodies, and I've still got a wound onto our Reaver friend.
Yep.
It would have been nice to just have one of those 2 survive, because I could follow it up, but it is what it is.
Yeah. What's the plan, without giving away too much, I suppose, but for the listeners,
It's kind of...
where you kind of at, you just want to try and blow one of these things up.
Yeah, pretty
Or
much.
try and make one of the objectives
I've
objective.
got very good movement, so the sooner we find an objective, the sooner I can
Get there.
start doing what I like to do.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm sort of playing passively and just reacting to anything that Rhys does.
Yeah.
So if he makes a hard push somewhere, I'll move more bodies there to just protect myself.
Yeah.
But at the moment, he's not pushing out too far. He's reaching with 1 guy, but it's not. If he fully jumps in, he's going to get swamped by like 5 guys, and I feel like that's going to go my way.
Yeah. Okay. On to round 3.
Mm-hmm.
If we could do the initiative.
Let's do it.
11.
I got 5.
11 for the Genestealers, 5 for the Raven Guard. That means the little alien slug boys are going to be going first.
They are.
So we'll cut away, we'll do the movement, and then we'll come back and talk about it in a second.
Okay.
Who had the initiative?
I did.
Okay, so Genestealers movement, what happened?
We had a mass reorganisation of the cult.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Zorbeck moved up to be on objective number 2, which is the one just off from the centre.
Yep.
We've left Borkus in fighting range, ready to mutilate. Then we had Sifa, the Genestealer. He moved across back to cover the Reaver's advance.
Mm-hmm.
And we had him, he's still joined by Krell, who'd moved back.
Desh is out of
Desh
action, I
is-
believe.
They've been
Sadly been
Destroyed.
dispatched.
Destroyed.
destroyed.
Destroyed. He
Indeed.
got destroyed. Okay, next.
Stenvar has moved off of that objective, now covered by the Genestealer, and moved up to be with Nessar in the ruin.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is my movement.
Solid little round of movement. Over to the Raven Guard. What did you have to counteract that?
I moved the Salix over a little bit, so he's got like a view down onto that objective, so he can actually see now. Like a couple of guys down there.
That objective 4 that the Genestealers are huddling
Mhm.
round. He's got a bit of an eye on that.
I fell Vabrak Shell out of combat.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he can't do anything, but he's no longer in combat. So,
Yeah. So he just moved around a little bit.
John moved up from the booby-trapped ruin.
Yeah. So we need to
We need to
test
roll.
whether he had any mortal wounds or anything on his way out.
Yep. So I'm going to roll. He gets a 1.
That'll give him a mortal wound, I
So
believe.
Yep.
I'll double check. I think that's how it goes.
We take those here in the cult of Yoh-rick and his many armed followers.
On a 1, that model suffers 1 mortal wound.
Yeah.
That is,
So he
that
takes
is
it.
as clear as day.
He takes it.
So he's down to 1 wound now.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's got 2 wounds to start off with.
He's lucky.
Who else? Any other-
Flavourtown moved further forward.
He's still just sort of out in the open, in the middle,
Just
doing his
hanging out.
own thing.
Just hanging out.
Is he within range to comms anyone up this turn?
Probably
Might
not.
be out of range.
No.
I can't really measure from that angle, so
It's 6 inches, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe John.
No.
No. So not in range to comms anyone up, unfortunately.
No, he is not. The last thing
But we do have a charge.
we do.
That we do.
We need to get back in the habit of coming in with the charge. I always forget
Oh, you wanna
to
start
do
with the
that.
charges?
Yeah, I always forget to do it.
Builds
But-
tension.
Okay.
yeah.
So Guy Fieriax is going to charge.
Yeah, so he's going to
Charge
charge
into Chungus.
charge round into Bulkus.
He now, obviously, because of the falling back, he needs a lot less. So he needs to go down 3. But do we
Yeah, so
do-
Vabrex has kind of got out the way.
yeah. So now he only has to go. He pretty much has to get a 4.
He will need a 7 because I'm going to fall back.
Okay.
Okay.
I have no gun,
Yeah.
so we'll just fall back.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're just going to retreat, I believe is the correct term. Fall back is a different move.
Sure.
So you can fall back, you can retreat 3 inches, yeah? Guy Fieriax now has to kind of come down the level inside the ruin and then round to the outside of the ruin. That's why it's costing him 7 inches. So what is the deal with charging
7.
from different heights and stuff? Is it that you can't jump down during a charge? Is that basically it?
I feel like you probably can jump down in charge.
Because if he can just jump down, then it's a way less distance of a charge.
I feel like I know you can choose to jump in any sort of movement. So I would assume that includes charging. Obviously, if you jump from a certain height, you're going to take falling damage. But you're only on the first floor. You're only 3 inches up. So when you jump, you mitigate the first 3 inches of the fall. So that would make it you're not falling.
Yeah, just to clear this up real quick, I have the FAQ in front of me.
There it is. I see it.
Can you jump down or leap as part of a fallback or retreat? Oh, that's not a charge, sorry. But it says yes. So you can do it in a fallback or a retreat.
Yeah.
But it says you measure the distance from one model's base to the other model's base.
Yeah, but it's round the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so I think you need a 7. Because it's 4 from your model's base to the corner of the ruin. And then it's
Yeah, okay.
exactly 4
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
corner to
Well,
me.
for-
So
Yeah, so total you need a 7.
Yeah.
Do
Let's
you
do it
want to Overwatch? Because you can actually see him.
I chose to.
Oh, to
retreat.
to retreat, sorry.
Doesn't have any guns anyway.
Oh, do you not have like a little flamer or anything?
He doesn't have any guns, but I will be spitting on you
Oh,
at some
okay.
point in the
Spell
future.
me. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this charge then,
Okay.
see if it's actually worth it. You need a 7 or more.
Yeah. I get 3, so no.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Not much point.
Sure, I don't mind.
No. I'm alright.
So after all that, charge failed anyway.
Yep.
So we're not doing it. Is that the last charge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the end of the movement,
It
which
is.
means can anyone potentially do the?
I've got one
The
over there for
objectives.
definite.
Okay.
What does it say about having a contested thing?
If an enemy is within an inch, then you can't do it.
Okay.
You can only. Yeah, so each objective marker within 1 inch of any of your models and more than 1 inch from any enemy models.
That's fair enough.
So if it is contested in any way, none of
It
you
cannot
can,
be rolled.
neither of you can roll for that one. So
In which case, it's just one.
so Rhys has blocked you from testing objective
Cock
4.
blocked.
Cop blocked. Yeah.
You do have objective 2 to
I do.
test. So would you like to roll for that?
I will. I get 3.
You get a 3, so that does not become the sole objective, and the Raven Guard moved away from all their objectives, so you don't have any to test.
Yeah.
That's the end of the movement. We're going to go to the shooting, starting with the Genestealers. Do you have anyone readied?
I have a few readied models this time.
Can they see anyone?
They can.
Do they have guns?
Yes,
Are they in range of anyone?
they are.
Oh my god. Okay, let's start with that then.
It's all happening
Yeah,
today.
let's start with that then. Who are we going with?
So we've got Krell first with his hand flamer
Okay.
on your boy, the Reaver.
On Siras, I believe that is.
Yeah.
He's very serious. So I get D3 shots. I get a 5, so that's 3 shots.
Auto hits.
Auto hits.
Nice.
Strength 3, so I need 5s. I get a 6 and 2 4s. So I would like 1 armor save, please.
Yeah.
No AP.
Gets a 4.
He's fine.
Saved.
Saved.
Brushed it off.
He's alright.
Next up, do you have any readied models?
I do not.
Okay, then I will continue with my readied models.
Mm-hmm.
So next
That's how
up,
the game works.
we have Malik standing right here.
Yep.
He is within half range of Cirrus,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to open fire on him.
Okay.
His ankle is in cover,
Yep.
so I would normally be hitting on 4s. So I'll be hitting on 5s. I get 1, 6, and a 3. So that's
Okay.
one hit. It's only strength 3, so I need a 5. I get 4, so it's no wound.
Okay. You got more?
I do, but I don't think he can see anyone.
He is face up against a crate.
He's got that gun reach.
He is holding his gun.
Had you been
up.
here, I would have seen him, but
Probably, yeah. But he's moved down, so can't see anyone, I don't think.
I have no more readied models. But then it falls to my turn, so I will then opt to fire a model that isn't readied.
Who might that be?
So I have Stenva sitting here, and I believe he can see Cirrus.
This is a contentious one, so we'll have to have a quick test. I'd say you probably couldn't see him if not for the pose of the model.
Sure.
It's
The
just
dynamic posing.
because of this cutout in the ruin.
Modelling.
So
I mean, you love your hobby, and this is how it treats you.
yeah,
Just make-
All right, so I am an acolyte neophyte. That's not what they're called. Ignore that. They are Genestealer neophytes. So he's got a auto gun, and I'm within half range, but he is obscured.
very obscured.
So I'll be hitting on 5. I get a 2 and a 4, so I get none.
Welcome to shooting.
Shooting with the
The
Raven
difference
gun.
is, because I hit on like 4s and 5s,
If you
So-
hit, you're like, yes.
I'm doing great.
I'm like,
You're
please,
like,
can I
I
hit?
hit on like 2s.
Just one hit.
rolling ones, and you're just like, oh, miss, oh, great.
In Flavourtown, everyone rolls twos.
Right. My turn?
You can pick someone to shoot.
So, I'm going to get Salex up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to shoot down at those guys down there.
There's
The ones
2 to choose from, probably.
No, those ones. Yep, those ones. I'm going to split fire. So 2 in the front, 1 in the back.
Yep. For the listeners,
What did I say about being a family show?
What do you mean?
Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's 1 behind, 1 in the back, 2 in the front. 2 bullets going to the front one. Krell,
Okay.
and 1 bullet going to the Genestealer, Cypher,
Okay.
Cipher. So
It's not a cipher. It's definitely not a
they're
cipher.
obscured,
So you moved.
and I moved. So
So you're hitting on 5s.
yes,
Is it within half range?
I believe so. Yeah,
I think it will be because it's a 36-inch gun, isn't it?
Yeah, just.
just you guys. They're making it out like I'm rubbish. Like I'm rubbish at this game.
I'm impartial.
He was well in.
So he's going to shoot and hitting on 5s. So
Hitting
2 shots
on
first.
5s.
2 shots at the front guy. 1 hit.
Better.
I've got a 5 and a 2. Wounding on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a 2. So nothing there. And the other one, I might re-roll that.
When we come
Nah,
to
I'm not
do
gonna bother.
merch, your T-shirt has to say "Wounding on Freeze gets a 2" on it. It's like
Okay.
your slogan, pretty much. I think you say that more than anything.
Just wounding on 3s and then just a dice with a 2 on it.
Yeah.
I am actually going to re-roll that.
Oh, controversial.
Oh,
So,
Barrett's perked up.
Wounding.
He's listening.
oh, for fuck's sake, you get a 1. Even worse.
That's the back print.
I sometimes just hate myself.
The back print is fuck's sake. I get a 1.
Then this one on a 5 doesn't even hit. So that's him done. You got any more?
Oh, not great.
No.
Okay.
No one else for the Genestealers to shoot with.
Let me just check.
Okay.
You can see the leather strap because that's why I put him there so that I could see you
That is
with,
fair enough.
with the leather strap.
In which case, I will burn that leather strap with
Okay.
my hand flamer.
Go for it.
Okay.
So we have Zorbek flaming up into the man with the iron wok.
Yeah.
So
Guy Fieri acts himself.
I get D3 auto hits. So I get a 3, so that's 2. His toughness is 4.
Yeah.
So I'm strength 3, so I need 5s. I get a total of 5 with a 3 and a 2.
Okay. Unlucky. Close.
You get a Flavourtown 5.
That's a
Yeah,
Flavourtown
Flavourtown
5.
Is what we call it. So that's no good. Rhys, do you have anyone else to shoot with?
Yeah. I'm going to shoot the heavy bolt pistol from John down at
Zorbek.
At Zorbek.
Yeah, he's poking out from behind that
What
ruin.
is the range on that?
12 inches. I already measured it earlier. To
I
make
did,
sure.
I did move
So don't
both
try
the
it.
scenery
Don't
and the
try it.
model in that movement.
Yeah. Accidentally also moved the entire board.
He's in.
There's a nod of approval. Everyone agrees.
But he is obviously, he's hitting on 4s.
Just for my own satisfaction, he's barely in. You have no way of verifying that, but he is barely in.
Trust him.
Well, I knew where, obviously, if the terrain wasn't thrown about, smashed through several phases.
A wise man once said, "It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning."
Exactly.
And I feel like it's the same for being in range.
Yeah.
So, and you know,
Unless, of course, you're out of range.
that wise man was Vin Diesel. He said it in Fast and Furious. It stuck with me. So something I live my life by. And he's a bit of a nerd as well, Vin Diesel.
He is, yeah.
Plays D&D, so he probably appreciate that I'm using his turn of phrase
Shout outs.
Got a voice like smooth honey.
for Kill Team. So yeah, and Flavourtown
On
are
a separate video, who do we think he would play in Kill Team?
he'd be Guy Fieri, 100%. Or John. John, I think probably. No, John would be like Kevin Hart would play John. I think just a little
Why would
wacky like
Kevin Hart played John.
Kevin Hart or Jack Black.
Mate, he's too small to be a space marine. He'd be a fucking Gretchen or something.
Or
Or
Jack
Grunt.
Black.
Both of
I
them,
feel
Kevin
like
Hart
Kevin
and
Hart would make a good Yoh-rick. Just always in hiding.
Yeah,
Just shouting shit.
and
Yeah.
laughing. Anyway,
Let us know.
Can I shoot?
Cast our kill teams with Hollywood A-listers.
yeah, okay.
Let us
That'd be
know in
good,
the
yeah.
comments.
Go for it, guys. Anyway, I'm going to shoot, and he'll be hitting on 4s, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's shooting? John is shooting.
John's
at
shooting down
Zorbeck.
at Zorbek. He gets a 1. What the fuck are these dice doing?
I'd like to point out that he's heavily,
It is the dice.
he's heavily winning at the moment.
I'm not. So next up, new boy.
Yep.
Forgot his name.
Siras.
He's going to split fire into the 2 in front of him.
Okay.
So obviously the first one, not obscured.
He's not obscured.
So he's going to shoot him first, hitting on 3s, and he gets a 3. Ooh.
Ooh.
You know when it works, it works, eh?
So it's a
Wounding on
3 to
3s,
wound.
gets a fucking 1 again.
Ooh.
A 1 again.
Not great.
All right, so then
It'll be 4s to hit now.
Yeah, because he's obscured.
by his friend.
He's got a 1.
I mean, it is tragic.
He's really bad. Like, he genuinely is bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's these dice. Maybe I should get the other dice.
I mean, they were serving you well at Warhammer World
To be fair, you do normally switch your dice out.
regularly.
Yeah,
getting
so
the
I'm
tin out
surprised
now.
you've made it this far just with one set of dice. Oh, okay, the new dice are coming out.
Yeah, the Imperial dice
The
coming.
Imperial dice are out.
Oh, and he rolled a 5.
And he just rolled a 5 on a test roll. Oh, it's all changing now. It's all changing.
It's a new game.
The new
people.
dice have come out. Look at that.
Ignore the 1 though. Then
Ignore the one he just did.
right. So I don't know if
Who are we at now? What's going on?
technically this is one for Toby to check
Yeah?
if he's honest, and he's a real man.
They don't call him Honest
I am
Toby for
playing
nothing.
Genestealer Cult. I will point that out.
So I'm pretty sure that Flavourtown can actually see the guy next to that crate.
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to shoot. But
That was a
whether or not-
yes for the
Yeah.
listeners, by the way.
That was, in fact, a yes. And it was from me, not just a random passerby.
Yeah. I didn't just insert someone saying yes.
Is this in range? Can someone assist? Yes.
If your range has anything to do with the number 14, then yes.
Okay, yes, that is all right then. So he's rapid firing.
Ooh. Who is that?
Probably going to
hiding
end up
behind
being vapid firing though.
He's coming at Malik.
Words fun. So he's going to be hitting on.
Malik? He's trying to get, yeah?
Yeah. Am I hitting him? What am I hitting him on? He's obscured, isn't he?
He is obscured, yes.
So 4s.
4s. All right then. Let's try.
Mm-hmm.
I get a 4
Ooh.
and a 2.
Oh,
So
Ignore
there's
the
1
2.
4.
oh.
Wound on freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a 5 and it's
a
minus
5?
1.
The new dice coming through.
In the support of the new dice push, I am also going to try some
Oh, okay.
other dice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Are these ones that can actually be read by human eyes?
At a certain range.
At times.
Yeah, at times.
We'll run these dice through the computer to decipher its meaning.
So, any negatives on that?
Yeah, minus 1. Yeah, it's a bolt.
All right, so I'll need,
good guns then.
I will need
Yeah.
a 6, which
Yeah,
I
fair.
don't get. I get half of that.
Right, let's have a little look then. What we got? A 3.
Yes, a
It
3.
becomes a 2 because I
Yep.
am obscured.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
And
anyway.
within an inch. So I will take a flesh wound.
Not bad.
Yeah, all
Not
right,
bad.
isn't it?
Who else is there to be shot? Or
That's-
to do some shooting, I should say.
I think that's it.
No one's in combat, are they? Because everyone,
You ran away?
he ran away. So there's no combat to be done, no fighting. So we're on to the morale. So for the Genestealers,
Yep.
can you possibly be broken at all?
I've not killed
No.
5.
Not currently.
No? So it doesn't
I
necessarily
have-
need to be killed because
I have 2 out of
the
action.
flesh wounds, yeah.
And I have 2 with flesh wounds.
2 out of
That's
action,
close.
2 with flesh wounds. So you can't possibly be
I
broken yet.
cannot break.
But should we do some tests for those 2 guys with flesh wounds?
We can. So first up is Malik, the newly flesh wounded.
Mm-hmm.
They have leadership at 7.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets a 1. So he is a very happy man.
Yeah, he's fine.
Next up is Nessa, who has a leadership of 7. He gets a 2. He's also fairly happy
Also
with
fine.
his friend.
Okay.
We've got 1 here.
Over to the Raven Guard. Can you possibly be broken?
No.
No? And what do you have? You have 1 flesh wound.
Yep.
And then you just have John, who's on 1 single wound.
Yep,
oh, no, you
and
have,
2, they're both on
and
1 wound.
Siras is on 1 single wound as well. So would you like to roll for... Oh, you already
I
did.
rolled it, yeah.
You already did. You got a 4.
I got a 4.
So he's going to be fine.
He can't even...
I don't think he can
He
fail.
can't fail.
But it's always worth rolling
It's
anyway.
nice. It's nice to get in the habit.
It's nice to complete the game. So, quick little kind of roundup. Genestealers.
Yes.
2 guys out of action.
Mm-hmm.
2 guys with flesh wounds.
Yep.
6 guys outside of that on the
Yeah.
board and fine.
Yeah.
And as we just said, the Raven Guard completely fine other than a flesh wound on Vabrax, was it?
Yeah.
And the 2 Reavers, Siras and John,
John
on a-
hurt himself.
on a single wound each. But other than that, in pretty good standing.
Yeah.
Genestealers, how did round 3 go for you?
I would like to have gotten rid of Cirrus.
Yeah,
That turn.
he's up in your grill.
He's in my face. I mean, that's where I want him.
Yeah, but he's stopping you getting
But
that.
he's currently stopping me test on that objective,
Mm-hmm.
which is a bit of a ball ache. And obviously my shooting is crap,
Yeah.
but it's fine
Mm-hmm.
because I know occasionally you get something. So hopefully, if he keeps pushing up. Hopefully, I can flip it and do a bit of
Yeah.
mass assault.
Mm-hmm.
Start putting some damage down, and then just start running around.
Causing chaos.
Yeah,
And Raven Guard, how was that for you?
It was all right.
Everything going to plan? Other than the
Kinda.
failed charge?
Yeah, foul charge. So that was kind of a bit of a bummer, but yeah. what can
No,
you
he's
do
just
now?
lurking.
No, he's just lurking around.
Let's go into round 4.
Yep.
If you could do the initiative, please.
7.
8.
7 for the Raven Guard, 8 for the Genestealer cult.
Damn.
So we'll cut away, we'll do the movement, then we'll come back and talk about it in a second. We have a charge. We're going to remember to do it first this time.
We have 3.
3 charges. Mind blown. So the Genestealers are the ones charging,
Yep.
obviously. Who are you going to go with first?
We're going to start easy,
Yeah?
and we're going to work our way up.
Okay.
So
Suspense building, storytelling. I like it.
First of all, we have Krell.
Krell.
Has a 1.5-inch charge.
Whew.
So
Will he make it?
I will roll that now. Would you like to overwatch? Would you like to fall back? Or say retreat?
Retreat. Once again.
I'm going to
fullback.
be... I'll overwatch him, yeah.
Please do.
So what do you get? 2 shots?
2 shots and 6s.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 2 4s.
Okay, so I will roll that distance. I get 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he is in.
So that is the kind of little cluster of guys that was down on objective 4.
Yeah.
That is.
You got one guy there. So Krell was it?
It was, yeah.
Has charged into the Reaver Siras. Who else we got?
Next up, we have Nassar
Okay.
going into the same opponent.
I said that's the guy with the rock saw, right?
It is.
Okay. And what's the distance there?
I need 3 to be within 1 inch.
Okay. And there's no Overwatch to be done because he's already in combat.
I get 6.
Nice. So Nassar is in.
And then last up, we have Zorbek, who is currently holding objective 2 with Borkus.
Yeah.
He's going to be charging the comms specialist.
Okay.
Would he like to retreat, or would he like to...
Is this Zorbek? Or this?
The acolyte is Zorbek.
I'd actually say you can't see him.
I can't see him.
So he could probably
Would you
only
like-
retreat.
To retreat.
What's his range now? Did you measure it?
I currently need a 5.
So you need a 5. You would effectively be moving backwards in a straight line, so you'd make him need a 8. You retreating?
Yeah.
Okay, so who is it?
That was Fade.
Fade has
Fade
retreated.
Fadar. I get 6. So I do not get in,
It was a smart move to
Yeah.
retreat.
and then I will just stay where I am.
You're just going to stay where you are? You don't want to push up?
Nope.
Okay. Is that all the charges?
That is all of my charges.
And how did the rest of your movement go?
The rest of it, just a Genestealer shuffled round onto objective number 5, which is the one, my deployment zone to the right.
Wombo number 5.
Just to maximise the number of rolls I can make really this turn. Because I need that objective. It's getting late in the day now.
Kind of struggling
It's getting
now,
late
yeah.
in the day.
It's like, first round, oh, that's okay, none of them come off. Okay, second round, like, there's still a few left, I suppose.
round, I could
Third round,
really-
I've only got one now,
Yeah, I
but
could do with this,
that's
no.
still not doing. Fourth round, panic.
Yeah.
Panic is set in. With the Raven Guard,
So, John moved. He just dropped down off the top of that building in the
Yeah.
middle of the ruin.
Yeah.
And he's moved into the building to be within an inch of objective 5.
contesting it, meaning that it cannot
Yeah.
be tested for now. Because who was on it originally?
Sifa.
Sifa.
The Genestealer.
So they're there. Obviously, Fade Fadar fell back. He can't move, or he retreated. I have readied up Vabrak Shelk, who's got a clear line of sight on both.
A couple of the guys, yeah. The
both
guys
of those
that
guys.
the guys that are on objective 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've moved Salax just over a little bit, so he's also got a view down.
Mm-hmm.
But his view down is only on
Orcus.
Yeah.
Big Chungus.
Yes, Big Chungus. So yeah, that's it. That is all of it.
Okay.
That's all the movement. Shooting. Who had the initiative?
I did.
Have you got anyone ready?
I have got a few readied models.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Who you got?
Malik. Sorry. First of all, it's the end of the movement phase, so I should roll. To
It
test.
is, of course.
In fact, test the one objective that is no longer contested.
Objective 2.
Objective 2. So I need a 6, and I do need it now. Like one more round. Like it's not good.
Yeah.
He gets a 1,
Oh, not quite.
and that cannot be re-rolled. So I will not be re-rolling it.
No. That is the rules.
Rules as written.
And we do play
And
the
read.
rules. Yeah. That's pretty annoying.
It's pretty bleak.
Yeah.
I won't lie to
It's
you,
like the
but
one thing that you winning this game hinges on.
It would be way better if it was at the end of the turn. Like you could plan
That's what
for
I
it a
just
lot
assumed
more.
it was.
Just because obviously if you're going first, you move on to it, and then the player
They can
going
just-
second just moves on to it as well.
Yeah.
And you're just constantly doing that.
Yeah.
And obviously without being able to choose to go second,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck.
Because the turns that you've gone second,
Yeah.
you've had more objectives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yep. So back to shooting.
Yep.
Malik, for the player of the game, is going to shoot at John.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, didn't
Yeah.
see that coming, did you?
So he's within half range, but you are mostly obscured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will get rapid fire, but I will be hitting on 6s
Okay,
regardless. So let's see what happens.
let's go.
I get a 6 and a 5.
Nice.
Some all rolling right there.
Wish we could all roll like that.
It's only tough. It's only strength 3. You get
Yeah.
toughness 4.
Yeah.
But that's
Just chuck it on the floor.
I just
Don't
don't
need
need
it.
it. Yeah,
Don't
so I'm
need
just
that
gonna,
one.
I'm gonna roll this one instead. I get 1. So
Okay. Big Chungus.
It's not even Big Chungus. You just said it.
Yeah, because Big Chungus is funny.
floor dice was a 6. Should
Oh,
have
shit. Use
gone
that.
with that. So that is my first ready model. Do you have any ready models?
Yes, I have Vabrax Yelk. He's going to have some more bullets.
Oh,
Oh, is he?
please,
yes.
sir. Can I have some more bullets?
He got more bullets. So he's going to split fire.
Okay.
2 into...
How far away are those two
actually,
guys?
I believe they're within 2 inches of each other. Just with my eyes.
Just double check.
Would you like to use my 2-inch spacer?
No, they're well in.
They're within 2 inches of each
Yeah.
other?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
he's
do
gonna
just
split
like to
fire?
check. That's all it is.
You are the adjudicator of adjudicators.
Nothing personal.
So 2 into the front one,
Mm-hmm.
which I can't remember his
Whose
name.
name is Zorbeck.
Zorbeck, yes. Zorbeck. He sounds like a washing up detergent as well.
A little bit, yeah. A lot of these are. Like,
A Russian one.
Dash.
I hit on freeze.
Please do.
Gets a 1 and a 2. So I'm gonna re-roll one of them because I don't want you to have that.
That
So,
is,
okay.
if I can just point out, that's a Flavourtown 3.
That is.
That is a Flavourtown 3.
I get a 6 this time.
Better.
We're in on freeze.
Win on 3s.
I get a 2.
Worth it.
The other one then, Big Chungus, hit on freeze. This is sad.
Bulkus.
Sad time. He gets a 2 and a 1 as well.
That is a
Are you
Flavourtown
joking?
3.
Are you actually kidding?
That is a Flavourtown 3.
Right. That's just sad. You got any others?
I
ready?
have got some other ready models.
It's absolute filth, that. Not fair, is it?
Oh, that's brilliant.
No matter what dice I use.
Not for you, but that's entertaining.
It's good for the listeners, I
Good
guess.
for the listeners.
They can laugh at
Other
me.
than the fact that, as I was saying, you have the most fans out of everyone.
It's because they like an underdog.
Anyone else to shoot? Who we got?
Yeah. I'm going to shoot Guy Fieri.
You're not going to shoot him. You're going to shoot with him.
Shoot with him at
Yep.
Zorbek.
Please.
He's unobscured because of his leather strap that hangs around the corner handily.
I'm
I'd
sorry.
say
I've,
more than that, actually.
I've done a wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is Guy Fieri X readied?
No.
then I believe it is my turn to shoot with
Okay.
someone that isn't
go on.
ready.
Go for it.
Okay.
So I will shoot at Guy Fierax.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He charged, and he failed it, so he can't shoot. So
Oh. He's got you. He's done you. So sit back down.
I'm going to sit back down and stop talking for a moment and
Why, thank you very much.
just see what Guy Fierax has to offer.
Yeah.
So he's going to shoot, and it hitting on freeze. That's Zorbek. Let's see what we
At
get.
Zorbek.
Yeah. And he gets a 6 and a 4.
Oh.
Better.
Spicy. Wounding on freeze.
Filet mignon.
Gets a 3 and a 2, so that's 1 wound.
On Zorbek.
I get a 1.
So that's a failed wound.
That is, in fact, a failed
No, a
wound.
failed save.
Yeah.
And it is a wound.
How many wounds does Zorbek have?
He has 1.
Oh.
So I'm rolling.
Would you like to roll, please?
Injury roll.
Gets a 2.
Gets a 2 indeed.
That's a sad situation.
Yeah, that's all right. It's okay.
It's damage.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it did something.
On the positive side, I think, does that mean that you're going to have to test to see if you're broken at the end of this?
Is it at half or over half?
More than half.
So no, I'm
Okay.
currently at 5.
We'll try and make that. We'll try and tip the scales.
Let's
a bit.
change that.
Oh, he's perked up. He's got his eyes on the prize now.
Right, so Salex is going to shoot down at
Borkus.
Borkus,
Okay.
hitting on force because he moved.
Bring the rain.
Yep. If
3 shots.
If you put an flesh wound on him,
Yeah.
then the Genestealers will have to test
I'd have
to
to-
see if they are.
I'd have to take 2 wounds off him, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's 2.
Hitting on
isn't he?
4s. I get a 6, a 5, and a 3, so I do get those 2 hits.
Better.
Where's
What's
all
his
this come
toughness?
from?
I am toughness 4.
So wounded on 3s because it's strength 5.
Mm-hmm.
Gets 2 wounds at -1.
Oh, 5 and a 3.
Oh, yeah.
What's your save? 6.
Not a lot.
Okay.
So it's normally a 5, you see.
Yeah.
But obviously you have -1. So
It's got that Chungus -1,
yeah,
so.
so I've got that 6 up.
Can we turn him into small Chungus?
I get a Flavourtown 5, which is a 3 and a 2.
So you take 2 wounds, takes down to 0.
I do.
What happens to him? He gets killed.
Oh, that's
straight
a
up
6.
Oh,
That scout gets a fucking promotion, mate.
That is a 6.
He's done good. Done good work.
Borkus is out of action.
out of action indeed.
He did it. He did it, and he moved. Yeah, he still managed to do it.
Was that, sorry, did he have 2 wounds?
He
Yeah.
did, yes.
And you took 2 away?
Yeah,
Nice.
did it.
Just confirming, just double checking.
1 more to shoot.
Oh, he's still got more to go.
John.
John is still around. Who's John
Fire away,
shooting
sir.
at?
Do I have to check
Well,
if I kill it? Oh, it's after the movement anyway, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to shoot him. He's got a heavy bolt pistol.
yeah, you can just move away after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heavy bolt pistol. Hitting on freeze.
Who's he
Unobscured.
firing at?
I will be obscured because I have a hand behind the pillar.
That would count as being obscured.
And he gets a 1, so nothing there.
Doesn't matter in
Good.
the end anyway.
Does not matter.
Good.
Now, that's
so
that.
violent.
That's it.
I guess that's the end of the shooting.
That's the end of the shooting phase. Are there any fights to be had?
There are.
Ooh.
There is a fight. A couple.
There is a fight.
Okay.
And
Who charged?
I charged with 2 models.
Mm-hmm.
So I will like to hit you first, if that's okay.
Sure.
You're okay with that?
I have to accept it.
Unless you got,
Fantastic.
how many command points you got?
Just the 1.
Oh, just the one.
That's
Sorry,
why
Barrett.
I'm hoping to kill him now because he cannot come back to life.
Yeah.
So
How much is it to...
2.
Oh, Death Denied is 2.
So first up, we have Nessar,
Mm-hmm.
who loves a saw.
Yeah, he's got the old
So
rock
he's got
saw.
the heavy rock saw. He's going to be hitting on 3s, which goes to a 4 because of his flesh wound. But he does, in fact, have 3 attacks because he is an acolyte, a
Combat.
zealot.
Zealot.
And he gets +1 strength, which takes him to strength 4, which gets times by 2 to strength 8.
With this,
Yep.
this is a bit of a contentious subject.
Okay, please enlighten.
So you're getting +1 strength on the point of a charge. So that puts his strength characteristic. The moment you get that successful charge,
Yep.
+1 to his strength characteristic goes to
Yep.
4, and then the weapon is times 2. So you look at the strength characteristic of 4, you times that by 2. That is 8. Correct.
Yes.
There is a
Quick
section in the rule book which states that all the multiplication and division on multipliers is to be done before the addition and subtraction, which would make it a 7.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because that would times it by 2
And then add 1.
and then add the 1. However, I still think that is if those two things are being done at the same time. Whereas with this, you get that +1 way before you're even selecting that
Because it's in the movement phase.
that weapon. Yeah. Because you get it on the charge.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were on a +1 to hit for this phase or for whatever reason, if they were happening at the same time, basically,
Yeah.
then I think it would be a 7.
Okay.
So I did want to address it in case anyone's listening to it
I'm glad we did.
and stressing out. But I would say that this still counts as
That
an
is
8.
the way we will be playing it.
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, there was no official word on it in the FAQ or anything like that. It's an interesting topic, but I wanted to bring it up in case someone is like screaming at their iPod at the moment. Cannot believe we're saying that it's got strength 8, but it has.
Just for pointless, I'm glad it's strength 8. Just, winning on 2s against Space Marines? Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Obviously, you have to hit first,
Mhm.
which I will attempt to do now with my flesh wound.
Okay.
So I'll be hitting on 4s. That's 2 6s and a 4.
Okay. So,
Should have spent 1 command point. I could have done a lot more damage.
Mhm.
But either way, so then 2s to wound.
Mm-hmm.
I get 2.
Okay.
It is a hefty minus of, build the suspense, 4.
Okay. So no save then.
It's 2 damage apiece. So the first one will take you over.
Yeah.
And then I get 2 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's 2 damage.
I get a 4.
Okay.
So he would be out of action.
Would he be out of action?
Yeah, 4, 5, or
Yeah.
a 6.
Oh, is it 4, 5, or 6?
Yeah. It's actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's 4, 5, or 6. So a 4
Can't get him.
does put him out of action.
It does.
Bye-bye, Siras.
He did. Goodbye. Good night. Sleep well.
Good night.
Good night.
Does he wish to consolidate towards the nearest enemy model? So they've both moved a little bit closer to John.
John.
Still nowhere near him, but closer nonetheless. One of them, of course, didn't attack, but he still gets to pile in. But now that he can't attack anyone, his fight sequence ends. So is that all the fight's done with?
That is.
Yeah.
Okay. Morale. Should we start with the Genestealers?
Yep.
Did you have the initiative? I believe you did.
I did, yeah.
So can you possibly be broken?
No, I'm at 5 total, and I have 10 more. I start with 10
I have-
models.
Thought that it was if I get a flesh wound on that guy.
Yeah, I thought
he
you
would
were,
be. Oh, you'd be over 5.
I thought you were over with one. So you got 2 guys
I've
with.
got 2 that have got flesh wounds, and I've got 3 guys that are out, and I have 10 bodies.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I asked if it was equal to or over.
Has this guy not got a flesh wound?
Yeah, he has one as well.
I'm sorry, I've used the wrong coloured dice. So, yes, I do need to make a break test.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I was going crazy for a second. So you need to test to see if you're broken.
So my highest leadership is 9.
Mm-hmm.
So it is 1d6, I believe.
It's 2.
2. Ooh. So I get 7.
So you are fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah. It's a little bit easier to work out than a
Then the other
than the nerve
yeah.
test. But you do have some nerve tests to do before we leave.
I
So
do.
let's start with
Yep. Mr. on his own
Zorbeck.
gets a 4. So he is shaken by 1.
What would his leadership be? 7?
He is leadership 7.
So he is shaken. Which I believe may mean that he wouldn't be able to get that objective.
Quite possibly.
It usually is. No shaken models can hold objectives.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily holding it in this. It's a different rule, isn't it?
Yeah, but you'd still have to be. It's not contested, is it? So you'd still have to hold the objective to be able to check.
You're not holding it. It's like it's a different thing. It's just being within an inch of any of your models and more than 1 inch from any enemy models. It's not holding an objective.
But you probably have to still be a viable model to catch it.
What does it say?
It doesn't mention it at all. It doesn't mention being shaken at all.
Did it just say a model has to be within?
It literally just says the end of the movement phase, roll a d6 in turn for each objective marker within 1 inch of any of your models and more than 1 inch from any enemy models. Doesn't mention anything about being shaken.
But there might be a rule about shaking models and objectives.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not on an objective. It's a completely different rule to holding an objective.
No,
You're not
but
holding an
might
objective.
Because if you can contest it, then it might have a thing where if you're near something, it might not. I don't know. That's what I'm looking for.
So it does state in the FAQ that a shaken model can do nothing.
Can literally do nothing.
So I would say that shaken means that you cannot do that.
Is there a tactics card
Mm-hmm.
that lets you automatically pass?
A morale test. But I think you would have had to have played it before you take the morale test.
But it would be good to know.
Yeah. Use this tactic before taking any nerve tests.
Mm-hmm.
In the morale phase, you can automatically pass a single nerve test. It's 1 command point. So
there you go, people.
For
Make
future,
sure you use that.
Yeah, for future reference, you can do that.
Yep.
Okay, so.
I have one, but I don't think you can.
I still have 2 more to do.
Oh, you have 2 more to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so who have we got?
So we have Nessar,
Mm-hmm.
who gets a 4, which would make him fail, but he has a friend.
Okay.
So that brings him down to a 7, which is his leadership.
Yep. And the other one?
Then we have Malik, who gets a big 6.
Yep, plus.
So plus 4, he's at 10, but he's got 2 models within 2 inches, which I still believe makes him fail.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's at 8.
So he is
So
also
he's
shaken.
going to be shaken as well. Okay. He's not on an objective anyway, is he?
He isn't, no.
No. Okay, so on to round 5, is it?
I got him, but he can't fail.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
5.
So you get a 5 on Vabrax.
So he takes it to a
6.
7.
Fair. So that was round 4, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
So we are on to round 5. This is the last round.
The last round.
So if at the end of this movement phase, all those objectives are still on the board, I believe that just means that Rhys wins.
It does read that way.
If it's not the case, then you've
Whichever player...
you've jimmied this game right up.
The end of the battle, whichever player has the most models within 2 inches of the remaining objective marker is the winner. If neither player has more models within 2 inches of the objective marker than their opponent, or if all the objective markers are still on the battlefield, the rescuer wins.
Okay.
So big movement phase coming up in turn 5. Should we do the initiative?
Yeah.
So I get 6.
A
I get
6 for
a
the
12.
6 for the Raven Guard and a
cheeky.
12 for the Genestealers.
Naughty.
Probably not what you wanted. Probably didn't want to go first, but we're going to cut away, do the movement, and then come back and talk about it in a second. We have a charge.
Yes, we do.
So what do we have?
Sifa, the Genestealer, is going to be charging John.
Okay, and that's over on.
That is on objective 5.
Okay, you gonna Overwatch or you gonna run away?
I'm going to Overwatch.
Okay, 1 shot on
Gets
a
a
6.
1.
Gets a 1.
The usual.
I
from-
require 1.5 inches. I get a Flavourtown 4
Okay.
with a double 2. I do not pass go. I do not go to jail. I am in.
Any other charges?
No, I believe that's it.
Okay, do you want to just run us through the rest of your movement real quick?
I can, yeah. So basically, I flooded the board with Genestealer Cult, just got on as many objectives as are humanly possible with the models that I had left. So best case, if I don't get charged by anyone or no one moves, then I'll have 3 attempts at finding.
Yeah.
But whether or not that's going to be the case,
I think that's important is that you moved your guys onto the centre of
Yeah.
the objective.
they've all
which-
got they've all got 28mm bases.
Yeah.
So they are basically the exact size of the kill team objective markers.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you have to be outside of an inch when you move, obviously I'll still be controlling that.
Yeah, if they have to get within an inch of the objective, but they have to be outside of an inch of you. So if you're on the centre of the objective,
with a big enough base, you can make dreams happen.
Yeah, they basically have to charge if they want to get in there, the Raven Guard.
Yeah,
so go over to the Raven Guard movement then. We've got 2 charges to be done on the Raven Guard side of things.
Yes.
Who you going to do first?
I'll do the easier charge first.
So Guy Fieri X.
No, that's the harder charge.
How is that?
There's a
this
4
one's
inch
4
charge
inches.
in the
Oh, I thought it
centre.
was between these two.
No, it's these.
There is more than you know.
Well, that's
Because he can't charge.
That's what happens
Transmorphers more
when I
than
don't
meets
get
the
told.
eye.
When I don't get told stuff, that's what happens.
Well, we did kind of go through it before, but yeah, okay.
Go on then.
So Flavourtown is charging into Yoh-rick.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
would
needs
like
4 inches.
to Overwatch.
Go for it.
So I get D3 shots.
Yep.
I get 4 for a 2.
Auto hits.
Auto hits.
Mm-hmm.
Only strength 3. So I need 5s. I get 1 wound.
Yep.
No AP.
Saves it on a 3.
No worries.
Nice.
Come on in.
And he gets a 4.
He gets a Flavourtown 4, people.
So, yep, he's in there.
He is in.
Just.
Denied. Objective denied.
So that is one objective that you will not be rolling for
Very,
at the end of
very
this,
lucky to
at the
get.
end of this
Exactly.
movement.
Doesn't really give me much hope for this this next charge.
You got command points.
True.
Yeah. So you got another charge to be done.
Yes.
So he's coming through the door. He's coming in like a
Yeah.
boss. And
he's running
just,
through the door.
Guy Fieriax is bursting out of the ruin through the door onto the objective that's basically on the doorstep.
But he needs a 9-inch charge.
But he needs a 9-inch charge.
Will he do it?
No Overwatch to be had.
Nope, can't see him.
Can't see him out of range.
He also has no gun.
Yep, there's that.
There is also that.
Let's
There's that.
Only
see.
has a saw.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's do
then.
it.
You need a 9. I see a
I
6.
get a 9.
I see a
He
6.
gets a Flavourtown 9,
7,
people.
8, 9.
Oh,
So he is well and truly in.
that is a
Fucking hell,
9.
that's the first time anything's gone right.
Confirmed. That is a 9. So that puts Guy Fieriax in combat with Borkus, was it?
No, that
no.
is Nassar.
That is.
Nissan.
Nissan.
Oh, that is Nassar. Nassar, whatever his name is. So, just does that mean you only have one objective?
I only have one objective I can roll on.
2 successful charges on the bare minimum number that you needed on each
both
one.
times. Yep. That's how we like to roll. We're
Pretty good.
very efficient.
So what about the rest of your movement? How did everyone else go?
Obviously, John got charged,
John got charged earlier on.
and the 2 heavy bolt guys just readied up.
Okay, and everyone else charged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. It is the end of the movement phase.
So the worst thing that could happen right now is I roll a 6.
The worst thing for Flavourtown, that is.
No, even just as a moral thing,
Yeah.
because no one can see these guys on this, and there's no more charges.
Nope.
There's no shooting that can hit them,
Yeah.
and it would just be
Basically,
super robbing.
if you get a 6, you win. If you
Yeah.
don't, you don't.
Exactly.
That's
If
it.
you get a 6, I concede right now.
That's all this game comes down to.
I get a 5.
Oh, thank fuck for that. I saw a lot of dots there. Well, I think I saw dots. I don't know what I saw on the dice, but yeah, I shit myself.
Okay, so that's a 5. There is no central objective, no single objective on the board.
Nope.
We're going to move over to the shooting. Who had the initiative?
I did.
You got any readied models?
I don't. But
Okay. Oh.
but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spit.
Spit.
I'm gonna spit on someone. I'm gonna do some spitting
Gobbing on me.
So when does that take place?
at the start of the shooting phase.
Okay.
At the beginning, sorry, of the shooting phase. So I pay a command point. Command point paid. Now have 8 left. And then I have to roll a 5.
Nice. Go for it. Gob on him.
I get a 2. So that is a waste.
No
of that.
spittle.
So there is no spittle to be had. Beyond that, I have no readied models. Do you have any
I have 2.
readied models?
Yes.
Would you like to shoot those ready models?
Sure, I can only really shoot at that one guy there.
Yep, that's Yoh-rick.
Can't see anyone else. So, yeah.
Go for it.
He's going to shoot at the guy down there, not
Yep.
Yoh-rick. Yoh-rick's over there.
Who's shooting? Sorry.
Flavourtown
Oh, okay.
is shooting down there.
Yep.
At the guy who is...
I believe that is Yoh-rick.
That's Krell.
Oh, that's Krell.
Come on now.
Sorry.
Yeah, so he's hitting on 3s.
Mhm.
I get a 3, a 5 and a 2.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. Gets a 6 and a 3. 2 saves at -1.
That's a Flavourtown 4 with 2 2s.
So injury roll gets a 1. So
That is a flesh wound.
That goes to a 2 because I already have a flesh
yeah.
wound.
Now he's on 2 flesh wounds.
Indeed. He can't see anyone. Salex.
Salex cannot see anyone eligible unless he can see down here.
He can see the base, but he can't see any of their actual limbs.
And that is a no-go,
That is an
unfortunately.
example of good model placement.
Yes.
Getting the pivot just right.
Any shooting at all from the Genestealers?
No.
Okay, classic. In that case, fight phase.
5 phase.
Let's
You
go on to
had
it.
a charge in there.
I did have a charge with my veteran Genestealer. So let's go with that. I'm going to do a Barrett
Mm-hmm.
since I pretty much know I've lost this.
Yeah.
It's game over. So I'm going to spend as close to 8 command points as I can possibly spend in one turn. So I'll use the Mesmerizing Gaze. Oh, sorry, no, that's the wrong one. Decisive Strike. Use this tactic at the start of the fight phase. Pick a model from your kill team that is eligible to fight and fight with it for any other models.
And you're doing that on
I'm doing that right now.
who?
I'm going to do that on Nassar.
So I'll do the same.
Would you like to? Would you like
Yeah.
to roll off?
Yep.
Is that
Two command points,
Is
isn't
that a Genestealer thing? Or
No,
is
No,
that
that's a
that's just a generic.
okay.
So that's 2 command points, right?
Yeah.
So now you roll off D6 each.
3.
I also got 3.
So you roll off again.
A 3.
A 6.
Okay. So you get
Oh, 2 command points wasted for the Raven Guard.
Okay,
Don't
so
matter.
He
really.
shrugs it off. He doesn't care.
don't matter, does it?
I'm coming for Guy. Guy wants this saw
Let's do it.
in and around his face. Okay, so we have 3 attacks. I did not charge. So I am lying in that regard. So we have Nassar. He has 2 attacks. He is a veteran, a zealot. So he is only strength 3 because he did not charge.
Mm-hmm.
He has 1 flesh wound, so he's hitting on 4s. So 2 attacks. I get 2 3s.
Okay.
So, for 1 command point, use this tactic after making attacks with a model armed with a heavy rock drill, heavy rock saw, or a heavy rock cutter. Roll a d6 on a 4-up. That model may immediately fight again. So that's 1 more command point, bringing me down to 5. And here we go. So I need a 4-up. I get a 1. So that is the end of the game. If you... So, yeah. So I missed with those attacks. So that doesn't happen.
So now we've got some Raven Guard attacks to happen.
I believe it would then go,
It'd go to
to
that
my
one.
charging
would it?
model.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
I
No, that
think
makes
it would.
sense. I forgot you
Yeah.
had a charging model.
So
So,
3 attacks,
yep.
hitting on 3s.
And what did you get?
I've got 2 4s and a 2. So 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. And then we want to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
I am strength 4. You are toughness 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hit you with the acid maul.
Yep.
I get a 6 and a 1. I'm going to reroll that one.
Okay.
I get a 6 and a 3.
Okay.
The 6, I'm not using rending claws, so it is just -3, 1 damage.
Okay. So 6 up. Gets 2.
So he already has a wound.
Yep. So
So
it's
that
down.
takes him to no wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a 4, so he's out of action.
He is. He's dead.
Nice. That is John out of action.
Rest in peace, John.
Rip.
Be gone.
Not necessarily dead yet.
Well,
We shall see.
we can hope, eh?
What else is there?
Now it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then is your charging models.
So first of all, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna obviously do the intercessor because the other guy's already attacked. So he has 2 attacks. Fade for Dar. Weapon skill 3. So hit on freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I get 2 hits. Strength 4. Toughness.
Toughness 3.
So freeze. 1 wound. No minus.
There's a 2 and a 4.
A 5 up. I get a 3.
Okay.
That's a regular 3, not a Flavourtown 3.
Injury roll.
Yep.
3.
So he goes to 1.
Mm-hmm.
1 flesh wound.
And then I've got Guy Fieri axe.
Mm-hmm.
The big man
Fighting Balkus.
on
Was it?
campus.
Was it Balkus?
No, that's Nassar.
Nassar.
Nissan.
Sorry. Did it
Nissan.
again.
So he has 3 attacks. He has a power sword.
Yep.
So he is hitting on freeze.
Yeah.
He gets 3 hits with a 3, 3 and a 6. Wounded on freeze. He gets 2 wounds.
Lovely.
Ooh.
And they are at -3.
That's going to be no save.
So injury roll.
That's no saves.
A 5.
Plus 1. Because I already have flesh wound.
5. So 6.
So he gets eviscerated.
He just gets sliced up. Naughty boy.
He is dead.
And that's it.
Will that
You've
be-
got,
Morale phase?
you can hit back with Zorbeck.
You got one guy that can fight back, can he
Oh,
not?
yeah, I do, don't I? Thank you.
You know.
I appreciate that.
Please don't kill him, though. Use my comms.
already. It's easy to be sportsmanlike when you've already won the game.
When it's in the bag, can you win if he's broken?
I believe so. It doesn't
So-
state anything about being broken.
Can't really be broken either. So,
You say that.
well, I can actually, yes.
So I get 2 attacks normal with my rending claws, and then 1 additional attack with a cultist knife. So I'll do the cultist knife first. You know, keep it thematic. Have I taken any damage? I have. So I will be hitting on the. Let's spend some more command points, shall we? Should we? I should have used this. I should have used this earlier, so it was my mistake. I will use gritted teeth for 1 point, which basically makes me ignore the flesh wound that I have. So that's great. Should have used that before. I would have had 2 hits and Guy Fieri would have been dead. So hitting on 3s, I get a 2, classic, and then 2 rending claws.
Oh, how the turntables.
Hitting on 3s, I get a 5 and a 3. So that's 2 hits. I'm strength 4. Your toughness 4. I get a 1 and a 3.
Okay. So that is that.
That is the end of that.
Morale.
Then we have morale.
We do have morale. So, Genestealers, can you possibly be broken?
I can.
Do you want to test? Let's see if we end on a high note for the Raven Guard.
I pass
Ah,
with a 6, and my Genestealer is leadership 9.
that's annoying. But nerve tests.
Nerve
remove
test.
all the shaken tokens and you start with your nerve tests.
So Krell, shaken.
Okay.
He has a 5 plus the 4 that I have out, plus the 2 that he has on him.
Yes.
I'm not sure if he incurs an additional one because Guy Fieri axe is 2 inches away, but we will see. Then we have Stenvar. Gets a 4, but he still fails, so he's shaken.
Okay.
Then in the middle we have Zorbeck. Gets a 4, so he is also shaken.
Shaken. Not that it matters much at this point,
Not massively, no.
but still. Over to the Raven Guard.
Can you be broken?
No,
Cannot be broken.
I don't think I can. Well, actually,
you
no,
have-
because I've got exactly half. So I've got 1 with a flesh wound and
How many are
2
out
dead.
of action?
2 out of action.
And did you have 6 total to start with?
Yeah.
Then you are good, but you're one with a flesh wound. Let's see how he gets on.
5.
5, 6, 7 out of action, and then you are good.
Yep.
You're good to go. That is the end of the game. The Raven Guard do take it. A well-fought victory.
Well played, sir.
For the Raven Guile, I think. We do have some consequences of battle. So let's start with the Genestealer, seeing as it was your initiative on the last thing. And this is going to be the send-off to Yoh-rick and the Many Arms. The last time they
make an appearance.
heard on the podcast. Not the Genestealers, but Yoh-rick and the Many Arms specifically. So who have you got on the board that has a flesh wound?
So first up, we have a crowd favourite in Stenvar.
Stenvar, let's see if he's out of action
The
or
man
not.
that cannot hit, he gets a 1. He
gets a 1.
So dead.
No, he's fine.
I thought he's 1 good.
Yeah, you need to. The ones with the flesh wound, you need to see if they end up out of action or not.
And that's
first.
fine.
So
He's
fine.
done incredibly well.
Who else have you got with a flesh wound?
We have Krell,
Krell
gets a 3.
gets a 3, is fine.
And then we have Zorbek, gets a 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
Fine.
great.
They're
and
fine.
that is all of the flesh wounds I have on the table.
Okay, and the guys that were out of action, who do we have?
I believe I need a D8 for these.
It's a
got
D10.
one
D10, sorry. Borkus,
Mm-hmm.
he gets a 3.
So he's fine. Fully
He is
recovered. Balkus lives.
Nassar,
Mm-hmm.
if you play Kill Team and you play Genestealer Cult, everybody needs a Nassar. He gets a 6.
He lives. Fully recovers.
And then we have Desh, gets a 9.
So is he a specialist?
He's not.
Okay, he just fully recovers.
And then Ondagast gets a 7.
Fully recovers.
So
They all survive.
They are resilient.
They survive the campaign, but they lose the campaign just. Over to the Raven Guard. This one
Yes.
could actually have some
Effect.
effect on the next game. So who have you got with a flesh wound?
Just the Vabrax.
Just Vabrax. So
the boy.
do you want to give him a roll on a d6, see what happens?
Sure. A 2.
A 2? He's fine. He just
Cool.
stays there. He's
I'm
good.
glad.
Who have you got out of action?
I have John and the new guy, Cirrus.
Let's get some d10s going for the 2 Reavers then. So let's go John
John.
first.
A 1.
John is dead.
John.
John is fully dead. He's not coming back. He's
John's
not
gone,
coming
mate.
back. Hero of the campaign, John, is fully deaded.
It's a sad time.
Cirrus, let's see what he's doing.
A 6.
A 6, so he fully recovers. He is fine. But John
John's gone.
is dead, which actually means that you're... actually, was Cirrus a specialist?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, don't worry about it. So, real quick with your XP then, who took part in this? In this thing. So we have
Vabrax Yelp.
Guy Fieriax is going to get +1.
Yep, so he's finally going to be promoted.
So he's going to be level 2 now. So would you like to choose between himself passing morale tests or him buffing people within 3 inches of himself passing morale tests, not including himself on that one?
Probably just himself. He's
Just
never
himself.
really ever
Okay.
around people.
Okay.
that often.
So he's a bit of an emo. He is
Yeah.
going to pass morale tests for himself. Vabrax,
He's already level 2, so I don't think he's going to have enough.
he's already level 2. He would get 2 XP for this, but that won't take him up to the next level. Fade,
He'll go up.
he'll go up to level 2. So is
Yeah.
he the comms?
He is
Guy?
the comms.
What ability would you like him to use?
I think that I'll be using Static Screech.
Okay, and what does that do?
Once per battle at the start of the fight phase, if this model is not shaken, subtract 1 from hit rolls for enemy models that make attacks while they are within 6 inches of this model
Okay, nice.
until the end of the phase.
Nice one. And Cirrus, is he a specialist?
Yeah,
Is
he's not.
He's not going to level
Nope.
up or
Nope,
anything. Salex, this was his first outing, I believe. Maybe his second
yeah.
outing.
It could have been.
I think you called him something different
Yeah.
before. Oh, okay. I'm
No,
not
this is
gonna
his
say
first one.
that. So he doesn't level up, and John is dead. So there are your levels
John
ups.
is dead.
And I will see you on the battlefield next week to crown the
Brilliant.
winner.
Brilliant.
And there you have it. A shock victory as Flavourtown beat Yoh-rick and the Many Arms. They go on to the final of the campaign to face the Nurglings with Attitude next week. Thank you so much, as always, for listening. Thanks for bearing with us during our absence. we actually noticed that our download numbers went up, which is not something that I was expecting. So thanks to everyone who was kind of going back and checking out the older shows while we were off. I can't thank you enough. Don't forget that you can visit us on Instagram and Twitter at ChillTeamPod. You can join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/ChillTeamPod. You can email us chillteampod@gmail.com. And I'll see you next week when Flavourtown takes on the Nurglings with Attitude.